Hello and welcome to Sundered Empire. Hopefully I fixed the glitch that meant that Samo's camera was completely taken up by a soundboard that had the word jizz on it, but if I didn't fix that in time, then you might see that in the first few frames of this video. Welcome to Sundered Empire. It's a D&D actual play featuring myself, featuring Alex, featuring Tommy, featuring Samo, featuring Calum, and the grown-up stable boy is here as well, not that you can see him. In last session, stuff happened. How about we roll d20s and people can recap? Hopefully Tommy loses.
That'll just be what Aetheron did that session. That would be what we did.
Oh wait, we need to roll. Wait, just a d20, right?
Yes. Yeah, all of my settings have reset because
Damn,
the new
dude,
server.
look at me and Tom, high rollers.
Fuck
yeah.
That's a good sign of things to come. I rolled lowest, which is a shame because I was going to do some admin work while someone else recapped, but that's fine. Fair is fair.
You can just make someone else stuff.
No, fair is fair. Last session we picked up with the group, except for Aetheron, who was back on the ship, in the arena at Vocaf's base, having just fought against like 5 or 6 different monsters. Apollo was nearly dead. Like, I think you were like 8 hit points or in that sort of region, right?
When the session started, yes. I think it was 6, but I'm not sure.
But the others, and one of the NPCs, Warwick Blastmoff, was
down.
unconscious. But the other 2 were doing all right, and a dragon had just crash landed through the ceiling with the Prince of the Zarian Empire there, saying that he wanted his sister back. So we started the session with that, and Julius Barnaby III, who was currently a giant, went, "Huh, nice to meet you," bang, and tried to shoot him. Unfortunately, he was an illusion, but the dragon wasn't, and then they had to fight a dragon, and it nearly TPK'd them in its first attack. The only reason why it didn't is because Jericho has a magic mummy arm that gives him a second chance at life. So he then managed to res Julius, and Julius managed to res Apollo and Warwick. So they ended up winning, but holy fuck was that close.
Very close.
Then Vocaf managed to stop the Zarian Empire from attacking them. The princess left to go with her brother, which is probably part of the reason why the Zarian Empire didn't murder everyone. But she did drop something which Jericho picked up, and I'm not sure whether Jericho has declared it to the group or not. I can't remember.
No.
Okay, so Jericho has a thing that no one else
I
knows
even
about.
forgot what it was shaped like, because I think you told us at least that, like what it kind of looked like roughly. But even that I forgot. So
I don't even remember anything dropping.
I think I whispered the thing to him, and then he publicly said that he picked it up, but that was about it.
yeah, the specific thing. But I think you said like she dropped something that looked like blah blah blah, and that I completely forgot, which is good.
Yeah,
I guess that's a good thing.
Anyways, they then spent the rest of the session trying to negotiate with the other people who are at Vocaf's base to try and make a coalition to go and attack the Zarian Empire. They successfully managed to get a few different people to join their team. I have it noted down who you have. You've managed to get an extra 14 ships for your coalition, which are consisting of yourselves, obviously the vampirates, which you already had, and then you've also managed to get...
I'm so happy I didn't have to do the recap, because the recap seemed really easy this time, but I don't know a single one of these species. Goddamn.
Well, to be fair, it's not that important, but just since I have the information, I might as well include it. You managed to get the Artuks on your side, you managed to get the Haduzis on your side, and you managed to get the Soran on your side. Unfortunately, you weren't able to get the Arakorka or the Freekreen on your side. So, you have then set sail, heading towards the Zarian Empire to attack their Citadel and hopefully stop their expansion across the Fell Skies. When we left the session, we'd had 10 days of travel, and at the end of those 10 days, the group saw a red dragon flying towards it. Its rider, the Giff is heading straight towards your ship.
Something I don't know if Tom's been told any more of what happened last session. Something that I'd just like to mention is that for most of the session, my name was Bill.
True. It's always been Bill.
Yes,
Okay.
also for birthday celebrations, Samo got a birthday present because it was his birthday the week before, but we didn't play the week before, and it was my birthday on the day. I had jokingly messaged Alex earlier that day saying that since it was my birthday and the tradition was to give a player a birthday present, I was going to give myself a ring of Power Word Kill. I instead gave myself a ring of Power Word Bill and used it on Julius Barnaby III because he attacked a fucking emperor on top of a dragon when half the party was down. And it made it so that everyone else full-heartedly believed that his name was Bill and had always been Bill. The only person who knew it wasn't Bill was Julius. Julius also invented the saxophone during last session, but because his name was Bill, it's called the Billophone.
Just that stick.
Yeah, that has
The
stuck.
Power word Bill.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the fact that everyone thought his name was Bill. It's just because the guy who invented its name was Bill.
No, I don't mean the saxophone's name. I mean
Oh no, he's
Julius's
back.
name.
It lasted 24 hours. He's back to Julius.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought it would be incredibly cruel to permanently change a player's name, but for 24 hours, and
I would have rolled with it.
anyways, so we find you. Whoever wants to be on the deck of the second wind can be.
I will be very much.
With, as I say, a red dragon with its rider flying through the clouds towards you.
Oh, is that as close as it looks? Because that is like...
It's not
Really
actually going to be
close.
that close. We're going to start off with them being
Okay.
500 feet away. It's just so that they appear on the map when we moved over to it. Just waiting for Foundry to wake up. I know the game is paused.
Game is paused.
You son of a bitch.
I can't help it. I'm just letting you know the game's paused.
But they already said I know that the game is paused.
Yeah. But the game's paused.
Yeah, I can't unpause it at the moment because Foundry's taking a moment to wake itself up. There we go.
Okay, but if I let you know the game's paused. There we go. See? I don't know why I antagonize you so. 'Cause I know I'm going to get the brunt of it, but...
Because you know that I secretly think that you're a pretty alright person. Just before we get into the meat of it, Tommy, I'm just going to quickly clone you and then port your new version in. You just need to compare the copy of you and the new you to make sure that the new you has everything it's supposed to have. So
Okay.
you've leveled up on D&D Beyond, yeah?
Yeah.
Good luck.
That is... Oh, wait, no, there we go.
Yeah, I haven't ported it through yet. It's doing it now. Now you can check the two. The copy is the old one. The non-copy is the new one. Okay, yeah, so you can see the dragon flying towards you. What would you guys like to do?
Can I make a perception check? Or investigation, whatever, to check if it looks hostile or not?
Well, just see whether it looks hostile would be an insight to kind of get a read on it. Perception, I will just tell you a bit more about the rider and the dragon in terms
Then
of
I will do
description.
inside. That's fine.
Okey-doke.
Just to let you boys know, I now have that. So if you want to give that a read, it applies to all of you.
Jesus, when Samo leant forward, he became an angel. So does Alex, actually. They both
That's
do.
my aura of protection working. Because Alex is doing it as well.
Yeah, but Samo's is
And
way more
Calum.
intense.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Took as my modifier. Wait, I can't read.
With a 13, all I'll say is that it is a clearly armored figure with weapons on it, them riding atop a red dragon that is flying straight towards you. Like, it was flying through the fell skies, and then clearly the rider spotted your ship along with a bunch of other ships behind it and went, I'm going that way.
And it's clearly coming to our ship, not any other
Well,
ship.
your ship's the front of the fleet for
Okay.
reasons. Whether you want it to be or not, it is.
Is the thingy at the back, is that loaded? It should still be, right?
I don't think you fired it since you last loaded it, and we can say that because
Yeah.
you explicitly did load it to be able to fire it again in the future, even
Yeah.
if it had been fired, we can just say that you always leave it loaded. That's fine.
Cool.
What's your charisma mod, Tom?
Good question. My charisma mod is +3.
+3. Okay, so we get a +3 to our saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in 10 feet.
Yeah.
Damn, that's just an aura that's active all the time? That's crazy.
Yep.
That is really good.
As long as I'm conscious.
Okay.
So
So the juice runs out when you're... Alright, understandable.
I can't wait to wield Aetheron as my shield when he goes AFK.
Well, I'll tap probably Julius. Well, you're on the deck, right? Julius?
I'd probably be on the top deck in my usual position.
Then I'd run over from whatever position I'm at, over to Julius.
Can I move myself into position, Pete?
Yeah. Go for it. I've just placed you wherever, so you can put yourself wherever you want to be.
Probably be here.
Also, Tommy
Yeah, I would probably be in the front.
did everything transfer over.
yes, it's perfect.
Okay.
Thank
The
you.
only thing that doesn't appear to be perfect is your spell book, but I'm just sorting that out for you now.
Okay. Thank you.
Because there's some that should always be prepared that haven't, for whatever reason, come through. But
So I'll start running back. How much movement is it? Should I do measure movement for now?
yeah, if you want to.
Okay, then I'll just yell for Julius to get on the ballista, and I'll double move or run towards it as well, because it's our best shot.
Okay, then if I hear that, I'll get on the ballista.
Oh yeah, does hear that.
Oh, yeah, you'll hear that.
Cool. Let's see.
And can I aim?
You can aim, yeah. Anyone else doing anything this first round?
Yes.
I'm already done.
Okay. Where is he? There he is.
He is 500 feet away, just to bear in mind, if you're talking about the rider.
Oh, right.
Am I supposed to be able to see anything?
Oh, I don't
Yes.
think his token's on there.
I
You should
have a
see the
black
fell
screen.
skies with a bunch of.
That will be because you were technically not above deck before the session started. That's fine. Do you want to come up above deck, by any chance?
Would love to. Yeah, that would be great.
Okey-doke. Just give me 1 second, and I will bring you in.
Aetheron online.
I might need some oil for my joints. It's been a while.
You're trying to put your arms down after T-posing for so long, and you're just like,
Oh.
You hear like good old crack.
2 missed sessions will give you such a crick in the neck.
Bill, forget the fucking dragon. I need a massage.
Yep.
fucking Bill.
Yeah, should be able to see now, Tommy.
Yes, perfect.
Cool. So yeah, Apollo's warned Julius. Julius has aimed the ballista, which was already loaded. What's everyone else doing?
I will go and help Julius with the ballista.
If you can get there in time, then go for it.
I will give a command to Mr. Flinch.
Okey-doke.
Flinch, better go tell Topler I don't know, prepare for emergency maneuvers.
Prepare for battle! He says in
thank
a
you,
perfect
Master.
Ian McKellen impression.
So when we first started, obviously we learned that with the space jamming helms, they, like, the person in the helm can, see outside and everything. So she's probably aware that this is happening.
Yes, but the captain has ordered Mr. Flinch to make sure that he's already aware.
No, I know. Just for my own peace of mind.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fine. Jericho's not necessarily the best captain. But then again...
But he is a captain.
And he also doesn't shoot princes on top of dragons.
He's my captain.
Instead just tells princesses in prison cells to fuck off.
Yeah, fucking why wouldn't I?
Based.
Alright, Mr. Flinch will go below deck.
I didn't get a hi, how are you? It was just fucking look at me, I'm an important person. Ugh.
Anyone doing anything else? So Aetheron's ran up to the ballista, but he can't really help at this point because he uses his entire turn moving up.
I'll just yell, "Ballista's ready."
Okay. Since yeah, everyone's looking the way. Roll me perception checks then.
Everyone?
Mhm.
Or... Ah, my eyes. Fucking sun bitch ass, man.
I thought you
It's
were
actually so
I
bad.
thought you rolled like a nat 1 and that was like you role playing having a bad roll, like my eyes.
Ah!
But you actually got a
Damn.
decent roll, so
Yep.
That's because he was just looking into the sun.
Like
he wasn't
SpongeBob.
actually looking at the guy on the dragon. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna look at the sun.
the
SpongeBob, the less I see, the better I can drive.
Apollo and Julius, you see that the dragon seems to, or the rider seems to steer the dragon's head to the side so that rather than going directly for your ship, it's now going to go basically around the side of your ship.
Right.
If you want to continue aiming at it, it will take an action to continue aiming, basically, to like track the movement.
I will do that.
I don't want to be super extra, but can I make another insight check to see if he's just trying to maneuver around us or if he actually wants to just go past us? Like, straight up just ignore us in that sense.
Sure, roll another insight check. You're not sure.
Okay. Well, I tried. Then I'll... I mean, should I maybe try and aim and you fire, Julius? Would that be better?
I mean, we can do. I'm not sure how much difference it will make.
So it's a range attack, basically, so whoever's got the better bonus for range attacks.
Probably not me.
I mean, RP-wise, it would make more sense for you to take the shot.
Would it?
I mean, you're like the pew-pew guy, right?
I mean, yeah, but I use my intelligence for that. I'd have to use my dex for this.
Okay, maybe I take the shot. All right. Well, I'll ready my action to shoot at the guy or the dragon, I guess. If it starts looking like it would attack us, I guess.
Okay, so you're moving up to the ballista as well, yeah?
Oh yeah, I'm not even there yet. Yeah, I'll move up. Why is this shit not working?
Okay, so Julius is aiming. Apollo will ready an action to fire if it gets aggressive. Aetheron, I guess you're standing by to help reload if the time comes.
Yeah.
Cool. Jericho doing anything else?
Yeah, I'll also ready an action, which is to cast I will cast False Life on myself if combat is initiated.
Okay. Mr. Flinch runs back out and goes, Captain! She was already aware about the...
Don't just stand there, Flinch. Get ready for battle.
Aye, Captain! And he will run to one of the fins to like be able to maneuver the ship more quickly if he needs to.
Man, I love him. I should have said that. Now he dies. Fuck.
All right. The dragon passes round the back of your ship and comes back this way. So it would now be... Hopefully this will be moving. Yep, it is moving both of them. Excellent. Yep, so it's now on this side.
Can I make another insight check?
No.
I'll just keep aiming.
Sure, I'll just keep the same thing I've done before. If
Okay.
someone wants to negotiate, I guess it's Jericho.
Well, then the dragon will come up here. At which point, the armored knight lifts the visor of her helm, revealing the stern visage of a Giff Yankee. I am Dagaz, a knight of Turnarth. By order of Lakif the Undying, Queen of the Fell Skies, I declare that you are guilty of the crime of trespassing. As your punishment, it is my solemn duty to decapitate your captain. So which one of you dung-eaters commands this barge? Mr. Flinch will go, that one, Mum, and point at you. Jericho.
Yes, that'll be
Revenge of
I.
Filch.
And as soon as I say that, I will cast False Life on myself.
Alright, target yourself and do it.
Yep. Okay.
That's a good point. If they decapitate you, that technically brings you down to 0 hit points, but you are.
Yeah,
Do
which
you
means
come
I
back?
become a mummy.
But is your
I mean-
head still detached at that point?
Yes.
No, I reckon his mummy bindings basically just like shoot up like around the head and like pull it on and reattach it.
Yeah, as the head's starting to fall, it's like, nope.
Yeah.
What would happen if like a giant rock would smash Jericho?
He would come back as a mummy, but be stuck underneath the rock. It'd be 127 hours style.
17 temp hit points.
Alright.
That's like best case scenario for Calum because it means he gets to drink his own piss then.
God fucking damn it.
This
It
guy.
is canonical.
I was about to say just compare it to anything Wolverine can do, but you took that in a completely different fucking direction.
Daggers then smiles and goes, seeing you cast a spell on yourself, and goes, a bad joke on my part. I wish you swift passage through Her Majesty's realm. My dragon and I are hunting mind flayers. Have you seen any?
Not recently.
Alright. So what are you doing here?
I mean, I'll sort of point around to the fleet. Well, I mean, we're here to reinstate the princess.
Her Majesty's daughter? She says, confused.
Yes.
My queen doesn't have a daughter.
I'm confused.
Wrong empire, dude.
Oh, right.
We need to go left.
Ah. Well, shit. Yeah, we're thinking of the wrong place.
Right, okay. Well, I wish you best of luck with your thing, she says,
Yep.
and she will pull the reins of her dragon, making it turn around.
And with yours.
And she will fly off, eventually fading into the clouds.
It was a test to see if I'd do something stupid again.
It wasn't a test per se, but there was contingencies if you did do something stupid, so, you know.
Oh,
It's a red dragon. That's like by far the strongest thing we fought so far, right?
Well, you fought a
Yeah,
Solar
we could
Dragon
take
last
it.
session. I don't actually know which one would have been tougher. I can look it
But
up.
also
but-
young solo dragon, right?
Yeah, that might have been a young red dragon. You don't know.
That is a good point.
I sort of bend down and put my hands on my knees. Oh,
Oh well.
What a track.
All right. You'll be traveling for another day or so before the next thing happens. So does anyone want to do anything during that day?
I know Julius does.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Julius could technically also use still this day, right?
Sure, if they want to spend today doing the thing and then not do it tomorrow, then that's fine.
I mean, knowing that there will be like a sick battle, I will tidy up my armor, clean it, sharpen my weapon. I'll I'll get ready for battle, I guess.
Yeah, I'll do it today, but not tomorrow, I guess. Damn.
Not enough. Anyone else doing anything?
No, I do captain-y things. Like, captain-y things.
Alright. And then at around about 4:30 on the 5th, your ship emerges through the silver haze of that area of the fell skies. And ahead of you, you see what almost looks like a star burning bright amongst the clouds. From the what looks like a star, there is this kind of long beam of light going towards what appears to be a floating island. At this point, Topola will come out onto the deck and say, "That is it. The Imperial Citadel."
I expected it to be bigger?
We're still about a day's away.
Oh.
So it's quite far away, you see.
Should have realised.
You see, the thing is with things is that the
Yeah,
further...
no, sorry, yeah, I know.
Damn. Wait, so we're out of like a cloud basically, so now we can see better what's like around us? Is that
Mhm.
basically what happened?
Yeah.
Do I see anything around us apart from whatever you just described? Like ships or anything of interest?
You're too far away at this point, really, to see the what would be immediately around the Citadel. But you can see that there are other islands in this kind of area floating around. One of them is fairly big, and the other two are much smaller, kind of similar to the size of the island where you found Warwick.
Do they look like ones that are inhabited, or are they just flying about?
I don't think anyone has a spyglass, so it would be too far away to tell.
Right, okay. Well, I would like to keep my eyes open for when we get further, I guess, to look at what those smaller islands are.
Well, you wouldn't really, unless you went out of your way to go towards them, they're not really on the way to the Imperial Citadel.
Oh,
You
okay,
see
okay.
them in
Well,
this area.
then forget about it. Okay, cool.
Okey-doke. Topol will then say, "It's about another day's journey. I would make any last preparations. Tomorrow, the fight begins."
Ooh-wee.
Okay,
Okay.
you've got one more day. Anyone doing anything?
Can I just, for roleplay purposes, check how well I've prepared my armor and stuff? So I know how well of a job I did?
Roll me.
Yo, we'll probably want to know drip check.
Yep.
I guess it would be most appropriate would be survival for maintaining armor.
Sure.
Unless you have, like... No, you don't have any tools that you could use.
No.
Yeah, I mean, look, this armor, you were wearing it several thousand years ago, and it was pretty beaten up then, but, like, well, not beaten up, but well used, and it's only seen more action since then. So,
Right. Understandable.
you know, if you were to get a medal at the end of all of this, a la the end of Star Wars, you might want to get, like, a fancy new suit.
Right. Okay, cool.
I'll come on down to speak with Jericho.
No, I forbid it.
Well,
I would probably also be somewhere on deck.
Mr. Flinch will cut in front of you then, Julius.
Be like there.
I'm sorry, but the captain forbids you talking to him.
Yes. Power! No, it's fine. Run past.
Oh, okay. Aye, Captain.
Captain.
Bill? Julius?
To be clear, you never knew that his name was ever Bell,
Yeah, I know.
so you can't refer to
That's
him as
why.
Bell. There's no reason for you to.
Hey, he heard it, not me.
Okay. Not sure how the Force works, but
So, what is the plan of action?
Well, I don't know. Do you need a plan for basically, invading a city?
Well, ideally, because we don't actually know what the city is like, or what defenses they have, or how many troops they have, or really anything about them at all.
Well, unless you suggest we, I don't know, infiltrate. I don't really know much of a way of gathering information.
the way I
Probably
see
be-
it, says Warwick, you have two main choices. You can either try and attack at range and have them have to close the distance, or you go in full speed for boarding attacks. From memory of when we tried this last time, they'll have about 30 ships guarding the area around the Citadel. For those keeping score, our little coalition consists of... Let me do the math here. 16 ships. We have about half of what they have.
Oh,
Oh,
Sorry, the cameras are fucked up. We've lost Samo. Question
perhaps
is,
the sun landed on him.
or did he just accidentally press disconnect or something? Because he wasn't like lagging out or anything as far as I know.
And that might just have died.
Yeah, I suppose. Calum, can you lean slightly more to the right? Oh, left. Thank you. Now your head's in the shot.
Hey!
Not really, because it's covered up by your nameplate, but good enough. Oh, right.
Ah, yes. Hello.
Welcome back.
Very swag.
You didn't miss much.
Same.
So yeah, we have just over half the number of ships they're likely to have, but they won't be expecting us.
when you did this last time, was there any sort of special entry point that you took or saw that we could maybe take this time?
Not really. The 30 or so ships surrounded the Citadel, so no matter what angle we came at it from, we'd have to fight some of them and the others could move into position. The only way you're going to be able to take the Citadel itself is to make landfall on the island. What I will say is last time we attacked from range meant that we could flee if things went bad, which it did, and we did. But it also meant that we didn't make up a lot of ground. They peppered us from afar.
If you say that the ships surround the Citadel, perhaps it would be best this time to go full speed and try and land. Get there before the rest of the ships can come round.
He nods his head in agreement and looks over to Captain Jericho.
Well, I think the last thing this prince will be expecting is full frontal assault like this.
You probably check with the Admiral just to make sure that he approves. But, I'm in agreement with this plan. Whatever it takes.
Well then,
Whatever it takes. Da, da.
I watched it, Endgame recently. I watched all of the Guardians and then the 2 Avengers films they're in recently.
Nice.
Gotta say, I haven't watched Endgame since cinema, and I always have felt like it's not that good of a film, but it's a really enjoyable experience because of the fan service, but like filmically it's not that good. It's better than I remember filmically. Like, obviously,
I
like
really like
it's
that game.
mostly the fan service that makes it a really enjoyable film, but like I feel like I was overly harsh to the filmmaking at display in that film on a first viewing.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'll have to give that a watch again sometime. It's been a while.
Yeah, same.
But Infinity War is still the better of the two,
Oh,
in my
that's-
opinion.
How do I sit to not? What the fuck?
You don't, you just suffer.
I can sit back.
If you want, I
Sick,
I
guess.
can try and fiddle while you guys
No.
get into some deep roleplay with a filter so that you look like a Force ghost.
Give this like 20 minutes and it's gone. It's always like at this time of the day.
Gotcha. Anyways, do you go and parlay with Admiral Gargan?
We already have. I'll go relay.
But you're on a
Yeah,
ship,
sure.
it should be parlay.
No, I'm the one sneezing, man. God damn.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Ooh.
Gargan will agree with whatever you want to do.
Yeah, in a week here.
So, as captain, you get final say, Jericho.
Hell yeah, man. We going in. We charging.
So,
We spearheading.
full charge to hopefully get to landfall, and if not, engage in basically melee boarding parties rather than staying at the
Yes.
distance and trying to pepper them while they can pepper you.
Yes.
Okie doke. Right. Anyone doing anything else before we move to the next day?
I guess I'll help prepare around the ship. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll just do whatever needs to be done.
Alright.
I think we'll have it all set up and ready to go.
Make sure then, particularly Jericho, but just in case anyone else for whatever reason
Oh,
hadn't done it,
it's
to
new
take
day.
a long rest and is new day. Yeah.
It's new day.
Long rest. Bop. Alrighty.
Actually, Pete, one thing I do need to say. Sorry. The ring I got.
Mm.
If I take a closer look at it, do I need to attune to it or anything?
The ring in question does require attunement if you wanted to use it as a magical item, yes.
I mean, I'll attune to it anyway, just to be sure.
Okay. Attuning doesn't require a roll, it's just a long rest. Just let me make sure that you can actually attune to it. Yeah, you can attune to it. There's no special rules about it.
Calum's gonna do some crazy shit again.
Okay, you should be able to see it in your inventory. I'm going to equip it for you and make it so that you're attuned to it, but you should already be able to basically read what it does.
Yeah. Like, I know it probably doesn't matter in the way of story-wise, but I feel like it's just, a nice thing. Also, fucking Pog soundtrack.
I know, right? Honestly, like, I really liked Ruined King in general, but the fucking soundtrack was so fucking good.
Hell yeah. I've been real tempted to get the new one.
Oh, there's a new one out?
For the
Not
Silas one, right?
Ruined King, there's a Silas one.
But, like, the same gameplay style and everything?
No, this is more of a bullet hell, I think. It's like a
Okay.
2D pixel bullet hell.
Just realized that it doesn't have any of the, like, recharging or anything on it just yet, so I'm just doing that as well.
That's also got banging music. I've listened to the soundtrack. So, if you want to add something, Pete.
No, I do not.
No, okay. guess I'll go fuck myself.
Nah, I might do it. I might go and give it a little listen, you know what I'm saying? Right, yeah, it should now be configured correctly. So, it has a spell, which should appear in your spell book as the item. And it also has a feature, which should then appear in your features as the item, and then what that feature is. So,
Hog.
cool. So, it's about 22 hours have passed since you first kind of came into view of the Citadel, and you've continued steadily sailing towards it at a rate where it wouldn't even look suspicious if people were looking for you. But, like, you're also, like, far enough away that they're not going to spot you without a spyglass until you're fairly nearby anyways.
Yeah.
As you come into view, though, ahead you see an elegant, crystal-spired city built in the back of an asteroid shaped like a moth, with shipyards spouting out from its wings. Atop the moth's head stands a magnificent temple. A beam of light stretches from a crystal atop the temple towards the bright, white orb, Zares. An armada of crystal-winged ships patrols the region between your fleet and the Citadel. The closest enemy ship at this point is about 1,000 feet away. And if you want to have a look at it, yeah, that's what it... Oh, that's not what it looks like. Hold on. Almost posted the word rather than the image. Silly me. That's what it looks like.
Right. Those flying things are those the ships that we're seeing?
Those are the ships you are seeing, yes. You fought one of them before when leaving. I can't remember where you were when you first...
That place where the crystal
That
went
was
out.
just before the Mind Flayer ship.
Yeah, I just can't remember what the name
exactly.
of the island
Just
was.
after the... Yeah, just after the Crystal Islands.
The
and
Rock of Bral?
No, before that.
Oh.
shit. Yeah, you're still Gaul then.
I forgot.
I forgot. It was called Styes. The island of Styes was the one that got attacked by the Green Vines. And as you were fleeing it with Elena and Flapjack, you got attacked by a Star Moth, which is the type of ship the Astral Elves use.
Right.
So, I guess you lead the charge and fly in at full speed to engage them in melee. I didn't choose for it to be that one, but that's perfect.
Duh!
Duh.
Yes.
And you ram your ship directly into one of the Star Moths, the one that seems to notice you and heads towards you. As fate would have it, this appears to be the ship led by the leader of the armada of the Astral Elves, as the rest of your fleet flies off in different directions, trying to help each other out because there are less of you than there are of them. You do have some time on your side because it's going to take a while before all of the Astral Elves fleet can get into position to actually assist. So you've bought yourself time, and you've crashed into their ship. In a way, it's not going to damage your ship that badly. Like, it is obviously going to be scraped up a bit, but, like, it's going to be able to continue flying from that crash. But it means that you can just go straight into melee with this group.
Surprise round? Question mark? No, because they already noticed us.
Yeah, sorry.
Sad.
But, obviously, because you were knowing that you were going into combat, if you wanted to cast anything on yourselves or what have you before combat begins, you can do so.
Can I cast something on them?
Not if it's an attack or anything, no.
Fuck.
Could I reposition?
Yes, you can position yourself wherever you want on your ship.
Exactly.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to be at the forefront of this bad boy.
Yes, I will stand a little bit further away, like here. Oh.
You can also place your NPCs where you want, so if you want them somewhere else than where they currently are. Topola will be taking part in combat because your ship is basically connected with their ship, and so it doesn't need active flying at the moment, and she can help.
Cast Meteor.
So, but she
Okay,
will
I
be at the back there unless you want her somewhere else because that's where she would have come out.
There we go.
Alright, 15 temp hit points for Jericho.
Yep. Give 'em hell, lads.
Anyone doing anything else?
Not before combat, no.
Drawing my
neither.
weapon.
I mean, yeah, I will
I
also...
assume you have your weapons out.
I will cast my little stone thingy.
Okay, your little stone thingy is floating above your head.
Bloop.
Julius, are you looking something up, or are you good to go?
No, I'm good to go.
Okay, then roll them bones.
Come on!
Oh
Please,
yeah,
this has to be
baby,
good.
I'm ready.
Please, I'm begging you. Yes! Oh. I never needed to be on top of the initiative more than today.
Alright. Giuseppe is going to go at the same time as Julius, who got 12. Right, I'm going to change you to 12.5, Julius, just so I can put them on like 12.4, just so they go immediately after you.
Okay.
Aetheron, do you want to roll initiative?
Yep.
Do you remember where to do that?
Yep. That must be the first decent initiative I've ever rolled in this entire campaign.
Well, it's a good time for it. Apollo,
Yeah.
it's your turn first.
I would like to cast Fireball on these fuckers.
Okie doke.
Now, I think it's
sorry, just
yeah.
real quick as well. This combat tracker is so big, like so long, that it's cut off by our webcams. That's never happened before.
Unimportant. Cut that in half. All good.
So sorry, what are you doing?
Fireball.
All right. You did get that from Topola, yeah.
I did. And I want to cast it in the center of these
You
fuckers.
regretting?
So it should be in your spell book. If you
Yes.
click that, it should do the measured movement.
Yeah,
Measured.
it
template
should.
and everything.
It should ask you if you want to put down a measure marker.
Yeah.
It says I don't have enough charge for it.
He doesn't have a spell
Use it
slot.
anyway?
Oh, that's because
Yes.
the ring's
Oh,
broken.
right. Yeah, I
hold
did get asked.
on.
No,
That's fine.
perfect.
Not the
can-
ring, sorry, the iron stone. Try it again. Should work now.
Oh goddamn!
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately, the DC is fairly easy for them, but still, it's half damage. I think. Yeah, half damage
yeah.
on a successful save, so you're still going to do a bunch of damage even if they beat the save.
Wait, what do I roll here now? Damage saving throw
Nothing.
DC?
So roll the
For
damage
the-
now, just so we know how much it's going to be.
Oh,
So 35. So basically, if anyone gets lower than an 11 on their dexterity, they take 35. If they get higher than an 11, they're going to take 17. Yeah, 17.
Yeah, 17.
All right. We'll start with this guy. All right. First guy failed. He takes 35 points of damage. Nice.
this is a big opening.
Yeah, just a bit.
shock
Next
and
guy
awe,
got a
baby.
nat 20, but that doesn't make any difference on a saving throw, so he's going to take 17 points of damage.
Me just casually running back to Topla after this round. Can you give me another one?
Next one also passed. That's another 17 damage. Next one failed, so that's 35 damage. Next one passes, that's 17 damage.
I rolled pretty well. Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty good damage.
Next one passes, so that's 17 damage. Next one passes, so that's 17. Next one passes, that's another 17. Next one passes, that's 17. Next one passes, that's 17. That's another nat 20.
Getting all the net 20s out of the way.
Yeah, on something that they can't really gain anything from. And then the final one also passed that 17. To be fair, most of them did pass, but you still, I think, got 2 of them with full damage, which is still pretty good considering that the DC was 11, and most of them get a +4 to the dexterity save throws. So,
I do be taking that.
Do anything else on your turn?
Fuck it, I'll jump over.
All right.
Oof. In fact, I do think I will. Yeah, I will action search.
Okay.
Go roll out and fuck this shit. Bob.
Oh Lord, he's doing it.
Oh Lord, he do be killing. I'll target just this kid.
All right. And with your great sword, you jump over and you do a wide swing, but as you're still kind of coming with the momentum from your jump, they easily manage to just duck underneath the sword.
No penalty? I get to do good?
Yeah, you can do it again. And then you manage to twist with your momentum and bring the second attack into them, and you hit them.
Bop.
Alright, they take 15 points of damage.
And I will also use my bonus. Wait, this action search is a bonus action. It's not right. It's special. Okay, so I can also do my claw attack. Bop.
Alright, that hits.
Bop.
Alright, you take another 8 points of damage. Doing anything else?
I'm all out of juice now.
Alright. This one will step forward on the balcony that they're on.
So
Wait, no. That's not how the layout of that ship works. Hold on. They're actually technically downstairs, so they'll come up here. Now target you, Apollo. And they will reach out their hand, and a ray of something comes towards you. Kind of bright white rays come towards you. You manage to block them with your vambrace with the first attack, but then they shoot their other hand out at you. And I'm guessing a 13 also misses you, so the second one also gets blocked. This one. Walk. Is going to move over here. Oh, did you want Giuseppe to be next to you, Julius? Or do you want
No, I'll put him there.
Okay. This one's going to target you, Jericho, with the longbow.
Mhm.
Nat 20.
Start off strong. Let's go, baby. It's all about the crits, baby.
All right.
It's all about the crits.
You take 42 points of damage.
It's all about the crits, baby. It's all about the crits.
Jesus
Well, it's
Christ.
over half my health, Pete, so...
I should have jumped.
That's over half your health, is it?
Yeah.
All right.
He loses his mummy arm.
So if you want to roll, that'd be great.
That would have one-shot me.
It would have one-shot Calum as well, but he had false life on.
Oh. Oh dear.
I had that extra 15 hit points.
Well, the creature drops to 0 hit points, but is stable.
Oh my god.
Oh god, it's morbing time! I'm gonna morb!
Yeah, they shoot an arrow and it goes through, luckily, the eye that you're already missing. But it like, goes into that socket, you fall over.
No, my eye patch, that's it, I'm fucking pissed.
And you just come back as Mummy Jericho.
Damn, it just dropped when the token changed. That was crazy. Damn.
Alright. You should be able to win this fight, just FYI, but holy fuck. I'm just going to quickly look at what they actually got on their dice. Alright, yeah, they did roll pretty well on their damage, but still. Alright, what's this one doing? Alright, this one is going to dart around to here and try and attack you, Apollo.
I want to see him try.
But an 8 will miss you. They will then try and attack you a second time. Does an 18 hit you?
Should not have said anything. Yep.
Alright. You take 11 points damage. Jericho, it is your turn.
Come on. Morb.
You stand back up. You've got an arrow poking out of your eye socket.
Yep.
Does that intimidate some of the enemies, by the way? This guy just got a fucking arrow to the head and he just gets up again.
The
Unfortunately,
arrow's still in there.
never been part of the mechanic of the mummy arms that it automatically does it. If he wants to try and roll intimidation, then he can, but...
What do I need to do here? What's the best thing to do here? What do I need to do here? What's the best thing to do here? What am I going to do here? What's the best thing to do here?
Just to clarify, that's the guy who gave you a headshot.
Yeah, I know. Instead, I shall move here. I was going to say something really cool when I cast this spell, but now I'm Morbin.
You see something
No,
really
it's-
cool in your head, but it comes out as just...
So instead, real gutturally, I'll go an eye for an eye. I cast this spell
Alright.
at 3rd level.
A dazzling array of flashing coloured lights spring from the mummy's hand.
Yeah, with broadcasting, we'll make it the shield. Basically sleep, but for blinding people.
Yeah, I'm just reading up still. So it starts with the highest, am I reading that right? Highest hit points first? Or lowest first, because it's... originating from your affection
has the lowest current
ascending.
hit
Oh,
points.
yeah. So it doesn't actually do damage, it just blinds them, but it's how many effects. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. So this one's got the lowest, the one that Apollo hit. So 42. So this one is blind. Does it say for how long? 1 round, it looks like.
Until the end of your next turn.
Yeah. Okie doke. Next, it's this one, who's got 20.
That is very useful.
What can I say, man? I'm playing utility mage.
Does it have to take them down to 0 to blind them?
Yes. A creature's hit points must be equal or less than the remaining total creature total for that creature to be affected.
Okay, so it only affects those 2 because it doesn't have enough to take out the other 2 that are in the area. But still, 2 of them are blind. Pretty good.
Yep. Ooh.
Doing anything else?
Yes. I had 12 feet of movement there, so... Yeah, I can do that. Excellent. I will also action surge. Do where are my features? Action surge.
Ooh.
Oh lord, he's zooming.
Oh lord, he's surgeon.
I will move up to this guy. Oh, that's why, because it was...
He wants his revenge.
Yeah, okay, I'll move up to this guy. I measured it was another 13, so...
This elf here will go, whoa, 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 and then just swing blindly because he hears you move away from him, but obviously he's blind. He's not going to be able to hit you.
Excellent. I will do that action surge, and I will booming blade this elf that just attacked me,
Okey-doke.
which I can do as it is a cantrip. Because how spells work is you can only cast a spell and then any amount of cantrips in one turn,
Okey-doke.
which is what I found out recently. It's pretty cool, huh?
Pretty pog.
To stop you being like, hey, I'm just going to cast 2 fireballs this turn. There we go.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Blast, gosh darn it.
They block your trident with their bow.
That'll be my turn.
Alright, Aetheron, your turn.
Let's do this.
I've
I
left you
am
some
going-
feeble prey to take down.
Right.
Do you
What's
also
the
have
point
fireball
this
by any chance?
blinded thing actually do?
Yeah, I'm
I
just
know
looking
it's
up
there.
what effect it has in combat beyond them not being able to hit you.
Hop over.
A blind creature can't see and automatically fails any ability checks that require sight. Any attack rolls against creature have advantage, and creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage.
Ooh, advantage. I like that.
I like that too. I'm going to maximize on that and try and kick the living shit out of this thing.
I'd rather use your sword, but
Oh, he's using his
With
Uh,
metal.
You hit?
barefoot.
he has bare feet?
Yes, he does. It says in his character sheet.
That also hits.
Swag.
Alright. So you jump across, and as you do with the momentum, you bring your sword into the chest of this astral elf, and then as they recoil blindly, you bring the sword back up and down across the chest again, killing them.
Nice. In that case, I'm going to move over and attack his friend. Oh!
Okey-doke. That hits. Alright.
Done.
Very nice. This elf is going to target you, Aetheron, with the bow. But a 9 will miss you. They'll then take another shot at you. And that's with a nat 1. Let's reroll and see
Excellent.
whether they hit this guy. Oh, they also missed that guy. Okay, well, they're just shit. Tonight we drink astral elf blood, says Warwick.
You just hear in the distance, yes!
And
You as well. Yeah.
he will run over, and with his gun, he's gonna shoot this one. That will miss. But then he takes another shot. That one hits. What did you just flinch from?
A random, like, mosquito thing just appeared right in front of my face.
I just saw you jump back like halfway across your webcam.
Also, I want the record to be shown. I nearly skipped D&D for the new Destiny 2 season just because it has fishing in it.
You're a terrible human being.
I am, but fishing in Destiny 2 sounds good to me.
Julius, your turn. How do you feel about the fact that Jedi Survivor doesn't really have a fishing minigame, which I totally thought it was about to introduce, but does have fishing technically?
I love Scuba Steve as a character, so I don't care.
Fair. I do wish that I could go fishing with him, though.
Yeah, it would be nice, but at the same time, I love that man.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna begin shooting this fellow.
Okie doke. You didn't... Oh, you get that fellow. Alright. That is a miss.
Okay.
That is a hit.
Hooray.
Okie doke.
Then I'll save my bonus action for Giuseppe.
Giuseppe's turn.
Can he, like, hop over here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, he'll hop on over here. And then he will... Yeah, he'll go for the blinded one.
Okie doke. Then he will get advantage on this attack.
Please kill him.
That is a miss.
Damn. Okie doke, that's my turn.
This one is going to run up, and he's going to target Giuseppe. What's Giuseppe's AC? That's the
Is
miss.
15.
And then his second attack hits Giuseppe with a 20. Giuseppe takes 7 points damage. Alright. What's Mr. Flinch even got on him? Alright, cool. He's gonna go... And he's gonna target the one that Apollo is fighting. Or that is attacking Apollo, I should say. And he gets a 24. He hits and does 9 damage.
Wait, he hit me, right? Or who did
No,
he?
he hit the guy that was attacking you.
Oh, so dumb.
Sorry, my mum's calling me.
Hello, mother.
Okay, that formula is not correct then. Bear with me 1 second. Alright. Not that I think anyone can see it at this point, but this Astral Elf runs up to this one and casts Cure Wounds on him. This one's going to try and attack Aetheron. And 18 will hit Aetheron. Aetheron takes 2 points of damage. He'll then attack a second time. Another 18, so he hits again. And does 8 points of damage to Aetheron that time.
The music just suddenly stopped for only me, or?
It hasn't stopped for me, but okay.
Hmm.
It might just take a moment to kick in.
Yeah. If it's not playing in 5 minutes, I'll just reload real quick. Or after my next turn, I guess. Ah, there it is.
Alright, this guy runs to the top of the stairs and starts spinning his hands, and suddenly he vanishes along with...
Ooh, don't like that.
That is very awkward.
How many is that one?
Wait, who did that? This guy?
5. Yeah. Yeah, we'll make it this lot. He technically could have done one more, but I feel like the others wouldn't really get teleported at this point. That is his action, though, so...
What a bop. God damn.
Which, to be fair, I did that without really thinking about the fact that it's Topolo's turn next.
Yes!
So, I mean, I could just Fireball again.
Or Code of Cold.
Or Cone of Cold, which is what I might open with because it's more powerful. Yeah, I'm going to open with Cone of Cold because I should be able to do it where I don't get Julius or Warwick. She will move first before she does this, tell you what. Okay. So she won't be able to get the one here.
I was going to say, oh boy,
Oh my
Topola's been
God.
giving a lot of targets to kill.
Yeah, as I say, I literally took his turn thinking, oh, that would be fun, and then I didn't notice that Topola was next and went, well, if that happened, this is what Topola would do. That's worked out quite nicely.
when in
for you
Rome.
guys. Yeah, exactly. It's the true mark of a DM who's not playing against the players is me not paying attention to the turn order and just going, oh, okay. Alright, once again, having to do a few rolls here, so I'll be a moment. First one got a nat 1 on the saving throw. They take 45 points of damage as a blast of cold air hits them. They kind of stagger back, fall over, and literally turn to ice, melded against your deck. They're dead. Next one.
I'm glad we didn't tell her to stay below deck.
Hmm?
I'm glad we didn't tell her to stay below deck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have anyway. Topola's based.
This one's...
After that, yes, she is very based.
Yeah.
The moment she
succeeds in
used
half.
Fly to get you to safety, I knew that she was a very powerful wizard.
Yes.
Next one. Fails, so they take the full brunt of 45 damage.
I didn't know Cone of Cold was this big. God damn.
Yeah, 60-foot cone.
Freaking nuclear explosion up in this bitch. God damn.
All of the damage that this guy got healed after he got fireballed, he just got undone by Topola.
Haha!
This one passes, so that's 22 damage. This one passes. That is 22 damage. And then that one passes. So that's 22 damage. Nice. Let me just double check whether it has any lasting effects. No. So the ice immediately dissipates, so I'll get rid of that cone of cold like area. But yeah, as I say, this one is frozen solid to your deck like a statue, just like flailing on the floor, and will remain there until the ice falls. So she then will kind of, you know, click her neck. It's been a while since she's murdered people.
Oh boy, murder.
Oh, I'm doing a murder. Alright, 4 potential targets. Who's he going to go against? Alright, this one is going to run over here, and he's going to target Topolo with his bow.
As much as I want Topolo to survive to supply with more spells, I don't want Flinch to die. If he dies...
Well, a 6 will miss her, but a 23 will hit her. Okay, she takes 12 points of damage. Okie doke. This one is going to run up and attack Mr. Flinch. Uh, 12 will miss Mr. Flinch as he ducks out of the way. The second attack is a 20, which will hit him. And he takes 11 points of damage. Alright. This one's also going to target Topolo with the bow. 17 will hit her. Hold on, let me just double check something. Okey-doke. She takes 16 points of damage. And then they're going to do another shot at her, which will hit, but this time she can cast shield, so she is going to cast shield on herself.
Good.
Causing it to bounce off of the magical shield that she summons around herself. Alright. This Astral Elf has disadvantage on their attack because they are blinded. They have 3 potential targets. They're going to try and target Apollo. But as I say, they have disadvantage.
Yes.
14 will miss you?
Yeah.
And a 5 will miss you. Alright. Top of the round, just real quick, I need to do something. For anyone who is looking around them as this fight is going on, you notice that 2 of the ships seem to blow apart in 2 different areas of the battlefield. One of them is a Variant Empire ship. The other one is one of the Lamprey ships. You're down 1 ship, so are they.
Okay.
Apollo, your turn.
I would like to... Wait, this guy still has disadvantage, so I'll attack the guy I'm still targeting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll also take that -5 to deal extra damage.
Okay.
So I have advantage.
That will hit.
Sweet.
Wait, is that before the -5?
Oh, that's with a -5. So that's a miss.
Yeah, so the 16 was before the -5. Yes, that is a miss.
I will not take that risk again. I will just hit him normally. So
Okay.
without it would like just a normal hit.
Mm-hmm. That is a hit, and it would have been a hit. You're taking the deal.
Unlucky. Well,
Live and learn.
merciless.
Silly.
Yeah.
But a 13 is enough to kill him.
Sick. Can I try and make an intimidation check with like my fireball before that and stuff?
Sure.
Okay. I know I killed him with my longsword. Can I just kill him in a different way, or do I have to use my sword for the kill?
The sword has to be part of the kill.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just stab him then.
Okay.
Which would, I guess, be enough to kill him,
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. And then I'll take him by the throat and just start crushing it, I guess. To, like, intimidate at least the 3 people around me.
Okey-doke. Good thing that you killed the blind guy and then did that, because, you know, otherwise one of them wouldn't be affected by it.
Wait, what's happening, guys?
Ooh, nat 1. If
My
anything-
intimidation checks are always ass!
If anything, you get the sense that they're now invigorated to fucking murder you for killing their
Well-
best friend.
Unlucky, I'll attack this bitch. Because I still have a bonus action because I killed the other guy. Is this flanking?
No.
Is it now?
No, still not. Well, yes. Yeah, sure.
Sick.
He's close
Then
enough.
I'll take that -5.
Okey-doke.
Said try. Come on!
That'll hit.
Sick. Wait, that's a 13.
Oh, I keep on forgetting about the -5 thing.
That's okay.
13 will miss.
Okay.
Thank you.
Unlucky. No, it's all good.
Doing anything else in turn?
No. I am... Oh, wait, how much health do I have? Oh, no, I'm still... Okay. Yep.
Okey-doke.
Crazy that was just one round. Damn.
Yeah.
Takes fucking ages.
Don't worry, the more we kill, the quicker it'll go.
You know
Yep,
nothing
that
of
is true.
long combats, Samo. You have not
Looks our
experienced.
fucking battle, like our actual, like, full
We
army
had the
battle.
equivalent of a Battle of the Bastards in one campaign once.
Wait, how many were that per initiative?
I
how many?
tweeted
We
it
had to
out
group
back
them
in the
up.
yeah, I tweeted it out back in the day. I can try and find that tweet for you because I said how many
Sure.
tokens were on the map.
No, I would like,
It was
I'd like to know that.
asinine.
It's like in the hundreds.
I think
What?
yeah, I think it was just over 100. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like
Wait,
like
how many are
500.
these? Like 20 maybe? In
Well,
this one?
Pete grouped literal like units up as a squad
Yeah,
that fought as a squad.
Right. Right.
and it still
Like
took
5 or
more than
10.
one session. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it took like 2 sessions.
But there were some sick moments in it. I remember fucking Stormfang launching himself up into the air and using his axe to come back down like
Oh,
fucking Thor in
yeah.
Infinity War.
Let's go.
That
also
is
remember Tom literally decapitating one of the main people in that fight.
Wait, what's this?
Sam was talking about how we've only just started round 2, and I said you don't even know the half of long battles that I've ran.
I know exactly the fight you're talking about
Yes,
now.
yep.
Yeah.
I feel like every single one of you instantly knew the one I was talking about just by
Yep.
long battle. I think that's also when Calum said, please stop with map sizes, because it was a very long map in terms of width.
It took me so long to load in. Holy shit!
This guy's just out of range to attack Warwick with his longsword, so he's going to Radiant Ray him. A 24 will indeed hit Warwick.
not a goat.
Warwick takes 14 points of damage. There's then another Radiant Ray, and that's a nat 20.
Oh dear.
Masterpiece. Dome.
And Warwick takes 38 points of damage. Which, hold on, is more than half his health.
All of Julius's people are just dying now. Rest in peace, the homie.
Yeah, after Warwick, it will be me.
No, don't say that.
I'm going to re-roll that, ignoring what it got, just because I realized that basically when I do the roll table, it automatically deletes the last, well, doesn't delete it, but it, like, makes it so the most recent result can't be rolled again, which I don't like, so I just re-enabled the last one, so I'm rolling it fresh. Got an 8. The creature can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. No, that's not too bad, to
That's
be fair.
probably the mildest one.
It
from the
literally is the
table.
mildest one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark that as that.
Imagine he lost another eye. Oh wait, it's not even an eye patch that he's wearing. I'm just dumb. Never mind.
I think Commodore Crux had an eye patch, if memory serves.
That could be true.
Anyways, this one, Jericho is going to drop the bow and pull out the longsword since you're in melee with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A 10 will miss you.
Yep.
What about a 16? That will also miss you, won't it?
That will also miss.
Alright. This one has got the choice between Apollo and Aetheron. Apollo hit them. So they're going to try and hit you, Apollo.
No.
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
And then that one will also miss you.
Indeed.
Jericho, your turn.
Okay. Okay.
The fury in Alex's eyes whenever it's a
Fucking
bug of any kind.
just won't leave me alone.
You look
You
like
must
a
hate
pissed
summer,
off
man.
aristocrat.
You've got a new figurine. Who is that?
Where?
That's the
There?
Punisher.
Yeah.
Punisher on his left hand. Can you see? Oh.
Ah, very, very cool. That is new, right?
Very nice.
That's not
Yeah,
just
I
been
got
there
it.
for fucking years and I've never noticed.
No, I got it when I went to Florida.
Ah, sick.
Sick.
Did you see my new one?
Yes, I did. It's very.
Wait, what is that?
Well, if you follow me on Instagram, Samo,
Yeah,
my brother, for my birthday, got a friend to 3D print a Mandalorian miniature for me, and then he painted it to look like my Mandalorian suit.
Ooh. That is very swag.
It is very
I
swag.
also got an Inosuke statue.
Very nice. Alright, you Thunderwaven?
Yeah.
Alright, they'll make a Constitution saving throw. They fail.
Excellent. He takes that much damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
Okie doke. Well, they're against a railing, so I'm going to do an acrobatics check to see whether they go over it, and then I'm going to do another acrobatics check to see whether they can catch themselves before they fall to their death.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, actually, no. Dexterity saving throw to see if he goes over it, and then acrobatics check to see if he can catch himself. Okay, 21, he doesn't go over it.
Fuck.
So instead, what I'll say is that he gets knocked into it and falls prone, just so that he actually gets punished for getting knocked back.
Yeah.
Aetheron, your turn.
Okay. I am going to attack this one.
Alright, you will have advantage.
Kill him.
That hits. Alright. That will also hit. Okie doke.
Still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Divine Smite.
Very swag with damage. Goddamn.
What damage type is that again?
Radiant.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Um,
sure.
Let me put it in chat.
Should be radiant. Oh, it actually might change depending on what thingy you have. It is radiant, but
Also, make sure to each time you do Divine Smite to do it from your spell casting, so that it uses up a spell slot. So just hit it again in your spell book, and it'll use up a spell slot.
How many fucking spell slots do I have again?
You have 4 level 1 spell slots and 2 level 2 spell slots.
Cool.
And I think it will automatically do it as level 1, unless you specify it to do it otherwise. You've already done the damage, so we won't worry about that. So it does 2d8 radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than first, plus 1d8. Okay, so yeah, just 2d8, which you already did, so that's 13 damage. That is indeed enough to kill him.
Sweet.
Swaggy. Very nice.
This music's a little bit too chill. Alright. Doing anything else in your turn?
Nope.
Okie doke. This one is going to run over here so he can flank Mr. Flinch. That will still miss. And then he'll do it again. That will hit. Mr. Flinch takes 7 points of damage.
Just gonna get some water.
Warwick will run over to this one. That will miss. And then he'll try and attack a second time. That's on that one. They miss. Julius, your turn.
Okay. Can I do...
Say it's true. Or everything that matters breaks in two.
Is the priest wearing armor?
Yes, they are wearing a chain shirt.
Okay, I feel like he's gonna be a problem, so I am going to cast heat metal on his armor.
Wait a second, that's illegal.
It's certainly frowned upon, but there's no Geneva Convention in this universe.
Any creature in physical object. Okay, so it just straight up takes 2d8 fire damage.
Mm-hmm. And on any of your subsequent turns, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause the damage again.
Actually, he's a pretty nice guy. He's just hitting him up from the cone of cold he just suffered from.
It also needs to make a Constitution saving throw, and if it fails, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Damn.
What's
That
the
is pretty
DC?
good.
15.
That is also pretty high.
Alright, then they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks
Sick.
until the start of their next turn.
Nice.
We like that.
Fuck off!
Just eat it.
Bro, I'm like trying to like pay attention, and there's just this little fucking thing just like
Is it a mosquito or a fly?
a mosquito, I think.
They're really, I don't know, weak. You just slap them once and they are dead.
Yeah, well, I've slapped him a few times now, and it's still just buzzing around. The cheeky
They have a
fucker.
tanky motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hi,
That'll
AC.
be my go, and I'll save my bonus action for Giuseppe.
Alright, then it is Giuseppe's turn.
It's like that pixie that we fought once. On that train.
He will attack this guy.
I forgot that pixie survived.
Yeah. We'll come back this session, trust.
That is a
Yeah.
miss.
That's my turn.
No, Giuseppe, no.
Alright, well this one will target Giuseppe. But a 12 will miss. And then they got a nat 1. They missed again.
Hell yeah.
Mr. Flinch's turn. He drops his musket in favor for his short sword. And so he will do a stabby stab to this one. Uh, 14 will miss. We'll do a second attack. That'll hit. It takes 8 points of damage. And then he's going to use Nimble Escape, which is a bonus action, to take the disengage action. Okay. So, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, you say?
Yes.
To shred, you say?
He's armed himself.
I know I got it that time.
Alright. No, Mr. Flinch. The Astral Elf, since it has disadvantage, is going to do a spell that doesn't require it to do rolls. Smart like that, you see. And Mr. Flinch must do a Wisdom saving throw. Which he succeeds. Damn, he wise. Alright.
Hell yeah.
He is not paralyzed. This elf is going to target Aetheron. But 12 will miss them. They'll follow up with a second attack, which is another nat 1. That's a miss.
Sick.
Alright.
Oh, no, this guy.
He's going to move over to Mr. Flinch.
No! Don't you dare.
That's a miss. That's a miss.
Oh.
Mr. Flinch just be like,
Parkour.
dodging for his fucking life. Topola's turn. She'd been hit a few times. Pretty fucking injured at this point. She gonna do a mage armor on herself.
Pock, pock.
Alright. That is her turn. She'll move over here just to get a little bit further away from this dude. This one is going to once again try and shoot Topola. That will hit, and I don't think she can stop it with shield. No. Alright, Topola is down.
Oh dear.
Yikers.
Starts crying uncontrollably.
And then, well, it has multi-attack, so it's going to change its target to Julius. But a 10 will miss you.
Yes.
They do be after Mr. Flinch. 12 will miss him. And 12 will miss him. This one's going to target you, Julius, with the bow. Oh, that disadvantage thing was only for one turn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll remove the disadvantage from the priest before I forget. Alright, so this longbow attack on you. A 7 will miss you.
Yep.
What about 22?
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay, you take 19 points of damage.
Wish I didn't take it.
It's also just below half your health.
Yep.
Whew.
Alright, round 3. A ship sails directly ahead of you before exploding from...
wait, hang on. I need to do a con save. It's
Okay.
heat metals concentration.
Gotcha.
But I get advantage because I have Warcaster.
Pop, pop.
Cool. Still in effect.
Yeah, so a ship flies up overhead before exploding apart from a shot from another ship, while on the other side of the battlefield, yet another ship is ruptured apart. You have lost one of your wasp ships. The Variant Empire is also down, yet another ship. Apollo, your turn.
Well. I'm feeling they got this. So I'll move over here. 15 feet.
Oh, Samo, I misremembered. I didn't tweet out how many tokens were involved. Cameras are about to briefly break. But I did post a screenshot of it, so there you go. That's a picture of what the battlefield looked like.
Oh, fuck yeah. That was like mid-battle, holy shit.
Yep, because I only tweeted it out after the first session was over because I didn't want any of you to be checking my Twitter and seeing spoilers.
Yep. Where am I? I'm in there somewhere. I'm pretty sure I'm around the back.
Are you not the black and white one? Yeah, you are the black and
Yeah,
white one. You're probably the easiest token to like pick out of that one.
I was gonna say, was there a reason that Stormfang and Matthias were X'd out like they were dead, or was that you just fucking with us?
They must have gone down during the fight if they are X'd out.
I probably went down. I do specifically remember getting my ass kicked.
I don't think a red cross was the symbolizing an unconscious player.
It was to make it skip the turn and the turn order. Foundry's got way more like status options than Roll20 had back in the day. I don't know, Roll20 has more, but
Did this guy melee attack Warwick?
no, he was melee attacking Mr. Flinch, and then Mr. Flinch disengaged. He hasn't had a turn since then.
Wait. If I go there, will that guy get an attack of opportunity? Or would I be still in his range?
You'll still be in his range.
And I would get advantage on that other
Mm-hmm.
guy. Cool. Then I'll go there. I mean, I guess I'll go a bit closer to the other guy. Take that. Wait, that's like a special guy, right? Yeah. I will use this in order to make him bleed, so it'll counter out the damage, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oof, nat 1. Yeah, that's a miss.
I'm over it. Okay, and I'll take a -5 on this, on the text.
13 will miss.
Still go with the -5. Fuck it.
But a 19 will hit.
Hell yeah. Come on, big damage.
And then what's on top of that?
21. It's another 10 damage on top.
Cool, 21 damage. Very nice. Alright. Doing anything else on your turn?
Can I do anything? No.
Okie doke. Well, it's his turn, and he doesn't like the fact that you just attacked him. He's going to turn around and try and attack you back. But a 13 will miss you. And a 15 will also miss you, I believe.
Yep.
Cool. Alright. This astral elf will take the disengage action to pick themselves back up without you getting an attack of opportunity, but that's taken up their action, so that's their turn, Jericho. Your turn. Jericho?
Yes.
It's your turn.
Ah. Murder is afoot. This guy just got back up again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just gonna pop to the loop.
I'll just boom blade this son bitch.
That is a miss.
Unfortunate. That is the end of my turn.
Aetheron, your turn.
Okay. Slide around here.
That is a miss. That's a hit, though.
Ooh, yeah, baby!
46
We love
damage.
those.
You behead him.
Oh boy, more murder points.
Sweet. I'm gonna go over and attack his buddy.
Oh, Tommy, never change.
Do I get advantage with Giuseppe?
Yes, you do. I think that's why
Sweet.
Calum was saying never change.
Yep.
Because you work flanking an hour. But,
Maybe
That's a
one
hit.
day Tom will understand
I
flanking.
I did not think he gave advantage. That's great.
Cool. Doing anything else?
That's me.
Alright, this Astral Elf's turn. He's gonna go over here to bully Warwick. And even with advantage, he rolled a nat 1. He rolled snake eyes. Wow, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do anything shenanigans. And then with his second attack with advantage, he rolled 2 4s. He misses both times. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, Warwick's turn. He's going to try and target the one that will allow him to flank with Apollo. And he gets a nat 20. He is two-handing it, so versatile damage. That is 20 damage. He brings his sword down across the chest of this one, killing them, and then yanking his sword back out.
That is crazy.
And he is once again allowed to take reactions now. It's Julius' turn, but Alex is currently away from keyboard, taking a poo.
Sure do hope nobody walks in on him.
You've been watching, what's it called? The worst guessing game in the world, or?
I have not watched that yet.
Because
I
episode 3 released yesterday and it's still fucking amazing.
Wait, there's episodes?
Yeah, it's a 4-episode series.
Realize. Oh my god, that's like 2 hours, more than 2 hours of content.
Yeah. Obviously, each
Goddamn.
episode is its own thing because it's a game show, but yeah.
I will get around to that.
This is so fucking good.
Did
Hey.
anything happen to me?
No, I don't think so.
Tell us.
Don't think you took any damage since
Bit of
last time.
shenanigans, bit of murder.
It is your turn.
Okie doke. Well, first of all, I will use my bonus action to do the heat metal damage on the bloke.
Okie doke. Is it 2d8?
I'm gonna roll now.
That's not using up another spell slot or anything, is it?
No,
Okay.
it just continues.
Cool.
And then it's very vague how it's written, but I'm not sure if he has to do another con save to see if he does the disadvantage thing again.
I would assume so. If a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack. It wasn't available until the start of your next turn. Yeah, I would say that, you know, it's still taking damage from it, so...
Cool.
So, what was the DC again?
15.
15 on a con save. Well, he has failed once again.
Nice. Can't actually get over there, so I will move over here, and then I will take 2 shots at the priest. Speak, priest!
Alright, that first one, your gun doesn't jam because it can't jam. But it does
Okay.
miss.
Cool.
Jam flies at the end of the barrel.
That is also a miss.
Damn. Fucking awful rolls. Wait, can I do anything here? I've
Just,
also been forgetting the last...
just a note, you cannot complain about bad rolls because one of the astral elves over here fucking had advantage and rolled 2 nat 1s on his attack roll.
Oh.
Womp as he gets stabbed by goddamn Blizzard. Wait, no, it's the guy behind him, right?
I think it was one of the ones over here, but I can't remember which one it was anymore.
I thought it was the guy.
It might have been that. It might have been that one. I don't fucking
Yeah, I
know.
think it was this one, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I've also been completely forgetting to use my Astral Spark as well. Just been missing out on damage yet again. But no, I don't think I can do anything else here, so that'll be my turn.
Alright, what's Giuseppe doing?
Seeing as I use my bonus action, the only action he can take is dodge. So
Ah, okay.
attackers get disadvantage on him.
Well, this one's going to try and deal with Aetheron. Because Aetheron more intimidating than Robot Toad. But an 11 will miss you. Does a 16 hit you?
Don't think it does. It does not.
Okie doke. Mr. Flinch's turn. He's going to target this boy. There's a miss. Second attack. Also a miss. And he's once again going to do his nimble escape. Oh, lordy, zoom in.
Imagine you just skittering around the floor like a goddamn rat.
Yes, we'll do that again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people to choose from. Alright, Julius. I require a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Alright. This Star Priest is pissed off with you giving him disadvantage every fucking turn. And so he reaches his hand out to you. And you're paralyzed.
Does that affect my concentration?
I would imagine so, yeah.
So I need to do a saving throw for that.
I'm not sure you can maintain concentration while stunned. I can double check, but
Oh, if it's stunned, then maybe not.
it doesn't specify. So yeah, go for it.
All right.
Oh wait, no.
Still...
Sorry, it's not stunned. It's paralyzed. Let me just double check. Paralyzed is a different condition. Still doesn't specify.
Still in effect then.
Huh?
It is still in effect then.
Okay, doke. But yeah, you are paralyzed, which means that you can't move or speak. You'll automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attacks against you have advantage. Any attack that hits you is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. And that will last until you either beat it or 1 minute, so round 13.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. It is a concentration spell, so I guess when you heat metal him, though, he will have to roll concentration, so there is that.
Did it say I can't take reactions? Sorry.
Well, you're paralyzed, you can't move.
Right, yeah.
Okay, dokie. This guy really wants Mr. Flinch dead. That'll miss. That'll hit. Mr. Flinch takes 9 points of damage. Topola's turn. Okey-doke. Alright, this one, seeing what his Star Priest has done for him, will holster his bow, draw a sword, and he's wearing a helmet, but you get the sense that he's probably grinning underneath it.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked.
I mean, he does have to hit you.
That character?
Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay. He swings his sword with both hands. Does Julius wear any armor at all? Okay, it bounces off of wherever your armor plating is.
I think he's got scale mail.
Okay, yeah, just bounce off the scale, man.
He's just really used to having like enemies that run away from his swings.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he wearing that scuba suit or whatever thingy? Like infused or some shit?
Yeah, I guess he is also wearing that.
I basically painted the fish suit to look like my normal suit.
Right.
I just imagine someone painting a scuba diver suit to look just like a tuxedo.
It pretty much is that. But...
you'll hear him audibly go, and then he's going to take another swing at you. A 21 will hit you, I believe.
Yes.
Alright, so this will be critical damage. You take 12 points of damage.
Oh my god.
I mean, that was pretty shit damage.
I mean,
No,
12
I'm-
is like.
I'm saying, oh my god, because I didn't go down.
Alright.
Oh,
Danger.
so it's that good kind of. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, I'll probably have to do another con save, though.
Yes, you will. That's a good point. You're fine.
Yep.
But unfortunately, I am rolling to randomize who their targets are. This one also wants to bully.
Oh,
I mean, he can't get advantage a second time. That's the good news, but, will an 18 hit you?
no.
No.
Nope.
Okay, damn.
My AC is 20.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
Yeah,
man.
his AC's higher than mine now.
And a 13 will also miss you.
Julius is now the new tank.
Please, no.
Alright, this one is going to try and target Mr. Flinch with its bow. I believe a 16 does indeed hit Mr. Flinch. I think it's Breaking Benjamin who played this song. It might have been Linkin Park. I don't fucking know. My Time of Dying starts playing as Mr. Flinch takes 15 points of damage. He is still alive.
I don't think it's either of those.
Huh?
That sounds like 3
It's 3
doors
days
down?
grace. It's 3 days
3
grace.
days grace. Not
Yeah,
3 doors,
you're
3 doors
right.
down. Yeah.
To be fair, I assume you meant 3 days grace when you said 3 doors down.
Yeah,
Because it's a similar
yeah.
name. But, anyways, he shoots again and hits Mr. Flinch again. And Mr. Flinch is indeed down.
Yo, we getting a little bit fucked up.
I'd say it's pretty even, to be fair. Like, you fucked them up pretty hard, but they fucked you up pretty hard as well. It definitely didn't help that one of you literally got downed instantly, and okay, they've got a magic doodah that allows them to get back up.
Yeah.
But, like, holy shit, what a first attack from them. Just a nat 21 shot, even with you having fucking...
Kind of thematic, the leader just gets instantly goddamn shot.
Yeah, you
leading
got
from the
fucking Harold Hadradas.
But I'm still standing.
Yeah, unlike him. He was a little bitch and he died.
You little bitch. He wouldn't have the right to be the goddamn king if he just went down after that.
Another ship's blow up. More ships blow up. They're down 3 ships. You're down 3 ships. This time, you lose another wasp ship. Apollo, your turn.
That guy's fucking dead. Oh. Hello, gamer. And I started whacking.
That will hit.
Sick.
He's going to do a con save. He passes his con save, so his concentration is still maintained, but he takes 9 points of damage.
Well,
Is he bleeding, or did you not do it? with
no,
disadvantage?
just normal, just
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
Just
Okay, cool.
Whack.
23 will also hit. Cool.
Another con save, or?
Yep. And that breaks it.
Nice. Then I will take the next one with a -5. I'll try my luck.
Okay, doke.
Come on! Juice me. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Anyway. Oh well.
Still, you did some decent damage to him, and you
Yep.
freed Julius, so...
Exactly.
Hell yeah, now I can get 2 attack of opportunities on me and die before I get to leave.
You can disengage. Alright. The one fighting Jericho's turn. I accidentally rolled that with advantage. First one was an 8, so that would have missed the bonuses. And its second attack. Does a 16 hit you? It doesn't, does it?
Who's this on?
Jericho. It doesn't. Jericho, your turn.
Hey. Another booming blade. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's a hit.
Huzzah! That plus that.
And gets pushed back 10 feet again.
No, I don't think we're booming blade.
Oh, no.
Is,
That was shatter or whatever. Thunder.
yeah.
Like, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, no, it's just another D8 if he moves voluntarily.
Okie doke. That your turn?
Yes.
Aetheron, your turn.
Okay. I forgot I had a one sheath.
Yeah, it was your birthday present.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
That hits. Alright. That also hits. Okie doke.
Still alive?
Mm-hmm.
I'll divine smite.
Okie doke.
Smitting time. Is he
Okie doke.
smit?
10 points of damage. That is indeed enough to finish him off.
Sweet. Schmitten. And then I shall leap back over.
Okie doke. Well, this one was fighting Warwick, and even though you just landed next to them, they're going to continue trying to fight Warwick. 21 will indeed hit Warwick. But a 6 will miss them. Warwick will move around here to get advantage. Nice to see you back in action. Well, nice to see you in action, laddie, says Warwick, since I don't think he's ever seen you in combat.
Apart from that one time I ran to help him when we first met him, no.
Oh, right, okay.
Aye! Keep fighting the good fight, big man!
He misses his first attack, hits his second attack, dealing 9 points of damage to this one. Julius, your turn. Enemies everywhere.
First I will do the heat metal damage. See if I can just cast it again without actually taking up a spell slot.
If not, just give yourself the spell slot again. You should be able to edit it, just don't abuse it.
There you go. That shouldn't have used it up.
Cool. Okie doke.
Not great damage, but and then on myself, if I target myself, I'm gonna
His
cure
saving throw.
wounds.
He failed his saving throw, so still with disadvantage.
Nice.
Cool. You regain 14 hit points.
Nice. And then that'll be my go, I think.
Is Giuseppe able to take a turn this time?
No, but he can move.
Okay.
He's gonna start making his way back over towards me.
Roger, roger. Mr. Flinch is down.
Wait, can can Giuseppe double move?
Don't see why not, but he would need to be able to spend an action to do it.
Oh, right, okay, then, yeah, no, we can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Apollo, he
Good old
doesn't
whack.
like the fact that you just ran up to him. You're about to hurt him. So can you do a dexterity saving throw, please? As they reached a hand up into the sky. Apollo?
What? Sorry?
Dexterity saving
sorry,
throw,
sorry.
please.
Oh my god. Dexterity. Wait, sorry. Saving throw. Is 8? No, it's not 10 feet. Unlucky.
Alright,
But
so half
that's a good
damage on
one.
this as magical flame-like radiance rains down on you. You are going to take 12 points of damage.
sucky wucky. I'm over it.
Yeah, you're right here, so he would target you. A 9 will miss you, Julius. And a 19 will also miss you.
Tight.
Topola's turn. Alright. This Astral Elf, though, is going to get advantage on you, Julius.
Mm-hmm.
But a 16 will miss you. But a 22 will hit you on his second attack.
Shield.
Okie doke. Cast shield then.
He says a shield.
His sword bounces off of your magical shield instead. That lasts until your next turn, doesn't it?
Yep.
Cool. So that's going to affect the next one's turn as well, because I'm pretty sure he goes straight after. He does indeed. So what's your new AC?
25.
Roger, roger. So 22 will miss you. And an 11 will miss you. I feel like there is a movie scene where just a bunch of people are wailing on a guy in a suit of armor and just nothing's happening to him.
I would like to think it's the Shaun of the Dead scene where they're all just slapping.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Apologies.
That's basically what's happening now to you. Okay, this one's got a bunch of choices. And he's going to go with Warwick. His first shot with his longbow. A 20 will hit Warwick. And Warwick takes 23 points of damage. And is down.
No!
And then they've got a second attack, so they're going to go for Giuseppe.
No.
16 will hit Giuseppe.
Yeah, wait, actually, hang on. Where is it?
You're going to bust out something like he's affected by your shield as well. I'm going to slap you.
No. Yeah, they are with disadvantage though. Because he's taking the dodge action, because I didn't make him do anything else.
Is the dodge action an action? Because he moved last turn after having attacked.
No, he can... It says, in combat, the defender shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It can move and use its own reaction on its own, but the only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it to take another action. So it basically just does it automatically if it's not doing anything else.
Right, but last turn it did attack and then moved, so...
It didn't attack.
Yeah, it did. It finished off an enemy, didn't it? Could have sworn it did.
Nope, there were no more enemies.
Never
it
mind.
just jumped.
You're right. Okay, fine. Then with disadvantage, so I will reroll and see if it's lower than 16. I am nothing if not honest. That is a 16, and its first attack was also a 16.
Fair enough.
Oh, wait, where's it gone? There it's gone. Yeah. So, 19 damage to Giuseppe. He's still up. Follow, your turn.
I guess I'll just hit him once. I'll do great sword. I'll take the
-5.
the -5 again. Yeah. Come on,
That is a miss.
asshole! I'll take another -5. Come on. Come on!
That is a hit.
With the -5?
Mm-hmm. So plus 10s, that's 19 damage. They are still up.
And I'll also do my glove thing. Without a -5, obviously.
That hits.
We.
And you basically rip out the throat with your claws.
Then I will. Over here to give.
Oh, also another ship's blown up. I just realised it's the top of the turn over again.
Okay. That should be my turn.
You've lost another lamprey ship. Okie doke. The one fighting Jericho's turn. '21 will hit you, right, Jericho?
Yeah. But not if I do some bullshit. I'm casting shield.
Yeah, I figured. Wait, you can't cast shield, you're already holding a shield.
Oh, funny.
Alright. The sword bounces off your shield, but which one? And then the second attack is a 17, they also miss.
Yeah.
Just want to point out as well, since his nat 1 to the eye immediately, Jericho hasn't been hit once.
I am a tank, I promise, guys. Just because I get one shot doesn't mean I'm not a tank.
Jericho, your turn.
Oh boy, jeez. It's booming blade again.
That is a miss.
Fuck my life. Don't worry, guys. I'm really clamping down on this one guy. I'm being a good tank.
That your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Aetheron, your turn.
Alright.
You no longer have advantage because Warwick is down.
You know what? No, I'm not going to attack.
Okay.
I'm going to heal.
That's not
God
like you.
damn.
I mean, I've healed consecutively for the last few sessions I've been playing. Is it that much of a shock anymore?
You haven't healed at all for like 2 sessions, man.
I haven't been here.
That sounds like a you problem.
I'm going to heal him for 20 health.
Who are you healing?
Warwick.
Right, you need to touch him to do that. So move your token.
Do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously, don't invoke attack of opportunity because you're still within that range, but that is fine. You give him 20 hit points back. He is no longer unconscious. He is, however, prone. Alright, that is an action. You doing anything else in your turn?
No.
Okie doke. Well, it's the actual elf's next to use turn. Well, I rolled to see who would attack, and he's going to attack Warwick because he gets advantage because the guy's prone still. 20 will indeed hit him. 5 points of damage. And then he'll attack Warwick again. 17 will also hit Warwick. I mean, still worked out. He took 9 damage in total that turn, so Warwick is still up, and, you know, it meant that he didn't hit you, so. Warwick will spend his action standing up and disengaging, so he doesn't get attack of opportunity. So that is his turn. Julius, your turn.
Right. This is not a good position to be in. Do I get disadvantage if I try and shoot them up close?
I believe so, but if you're targeting that one, then it's flat.
Right, I'm just gonna do flat then.
Well, that hits.
Nice. I'll Astral Spark that as well, so an extra 3 damage on top.
So 16 damage. Alright.
Yep. And then I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Very swaggy.
Ah, 14.
Well, you shoot him once in kind of the chest area, and then you bring your gun up and kind of down, so it's kind of pointing upwards at him, and you pull the trigger, and then you see Apollo's face where the Astral Elf used to be, because the Astral Elf's head is no longer there.
Hey, very nice. And
Little chunks of Astral flying towards me.
don't have to worry about the priest anymore, so now I will save my bonus action for Giuseppe.
Like, did I respond with one of the priests using heat metal?
Alright, Giuseppe's turn. I know the
Okay.
priest got defeated by Apollo.
It me.
Okay, Giuseppe will move behind, and I mean, he's probably gonna go down. Is it even worth healing him? Yeah, I kind of just want to get out of this situation as quick as possible, so he will attack.
Alright, with advantage. That is a miss.
Damn. Okay, that's my turn.
Mr. Flinch's turn. He is unconscious. He's rolling a death save.
No.
This guy's turn. First attack, he's going to target Giuseppe. Discord dead? Discord not dead for us.
It's a wonderful freeze frame. We've got Samo there.
Yeah, oh, he's gone now.
And I clicked on his camera to try and get a close-up of it to get a screenshot.
Damn.
But because I clicked on the his window, it just started to buffer, and then I lost the image, and then he left.
I think
so
you're the
didn't
one who
get
broke it.
Probably.
Anyways, he's going to target Giuseppe. He misses Giuseppe. He's going to target Giuseppe again. He misses Giuseppe again. Samuel's back again.
Welcome back.
He's
Welcome,
gone
bye.
again. Topola's turn. Well, if we were doing the optional rules, Topola would be back up on 1 hit point, but we're not doing the optional rules. She rolled on that 20 on her death save. Alright, well, this Astrolf is going to pivot to get advantage again. And they're going to try and attack you, Julius. A 17 will miss you. And an 18 will miss you.
Welcome back. Uh-oh.
Does a 22 hit you, Julius?
Shield.
Alright.
Where is the shield? Boom.
And then his second attack will be on Aetheron.
I think we've found the spell this campaign that we've been abusing.
I think last one, it wasn't abusing, but Mage Armor was probably the most commonly cast one, because it was just...
It was the most commonly casted, but I think the most abused one was my haste.
Yeah.
I think that was it. It was me twin spelling haste.
I just
I
remember...
don't think we even used haste that many times. I'm pretty sure it was only like twice.
Welcome back.
There was more than twice.
I just remember before we had automated animations, which is what we have now, me manually going in and adding an effect for you and Niz's tokens constantly for Mage
Just
Armor.
constantly mage
And then
armoring.
for fucking...
Anytime the slightest inconvenience happened.
Yeah, and then for fucking Vilkrum doing a fucking blinding sword that just like... If there was any ounce of fog on the map, literally blinded everyone. It was just...
Yeah, to the point where we were like, Welcome, you need to tell us before you turn them on, right?
Yeah, striking. Anyway, the second attack was on Aetheron and missed. Top of the turn order, Samurai is back, which is good, because it's his turn. Another ship is destroyed on the Zarian Empire side, and another ship on your side is also destroyed. You have lost yet another lamprey ship.
Okay. Those motherfuckers are flanking that kid, so I'm flanking this motherfucker.
Oh, it's a flanking chain.
Yup.
Or flanking sandwich, and Julius is the meat in the middle.
Julius is
Some
the
sort of
meat.
flanking Eiffel Tower.
Anyway, I'll take that -5.
Alright. That'll hit.
Die, peasant.
25 damage, nice. They are still alive, but that was a lot of damage.
I'll take another -10. -5. 10.
I mean, if you want to take a -10, sure. It
Oh!
doesn't make a difference even if you did take a -10. You cleave this one down the middle. You start
Spice
like
48 there.
shoulder and go all the way down torso and then crotch. And
I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Doesn't look like they're getting back up. You're not 100% sure, but you think this one might be dead.
I'll linger for a second and look at him to identify if he's dead or not. But then
He twitches a little bit, but
Okay.
but he's in 2 pieces, so...
I will whack this one more time then. Do I take a -5? I am a gambling man.
Wait a second, that's someone else's line. With -5, that still hits. Very nice.
I'll take that.
That your turn?
That would be the end of my turn.
Okay. The one fighting Jericho Will one of them prevail in this fight of the titans over here? One of them did insane amounts of damage in one turn. The other one refuses to be hit ever again.
Man, literally too mummy to die.
He rolled a nat 1. And then he rolled a nat 2. Okay, cool. Jericho, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Anyone would think that like this guy's the commander of the ship because he did an amazing attack and then he's been stuck in this duel for ages with the other
No, it's
captain.
because
But
I
no.
do an average like 10 damage a turn if I hit. Like,
Also, he's in his.
Oh, I just rolled damage
hillbilly
then.
Yeah, you should probably see what
Apologies.
you hit first. 16 will indeed hit, and we'll take that damage from before, so 6 damage.
that was booming bladed, so
What's a d8? Nice. He's
Nice.
still alive.
that's my go.
Aetheron, your turn.
Oh, shit. There we go. I will move first, actually. There we go.
That'll hit.
Very bonk.
Okie doke. That will miss.
Do Radiant.
Can you do that if you don't hit first?
I have hit.
Yeah, I'm just reading. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 spell slot, so you didn't hit on your second attack. You just expend it
okay.
on the attack that you hit.
On the first.
Yeah.
Fair.
So that your turn?
Yep.
That's a shame,
So-
because he would have died if you had been able to.
Damn
give
it.
him divine damage. He's still going after Warwick. $17 will indeed hit Warwick. Warwick takes 6 points of damage. He's gonna go for Warwick again. That also hits Warwick.
That should be the end, right?
And Warwick is back down again.
Yep.
Oh no.
Not the homie.
Warwick's turn.
God
He's
damn.
gonna roll a death save. Oh, if we were using the optional rules, he'd be dead.
Did he roll a...
That one. Julius, your turn. At one point, you were surrounded by 3 people. Somehow and paralyzed. You're somehow still alive.
A single tear ran down his cheek when he was getting hit.
I hope you are able to finish this guy off, Apollo. I will cast Spare the Dying on
Oh, I will.
Alright.
on Mr. Flinch.
Then he is stable. But unconscious.
And then I'll save my bonus action for Giuseppe.
Alright. Giuseppe's turn.
Giuseppe may as well try and get a hit.
That is a miss.
Darn. Okay.
It's a miss? God damn.
Flinch is unconscious, so... Alright. Bale will target Giuseppe. An 11 will miss Giuseppe. And a 12 will miss Giuseppe. Let me just double check something real quick. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Topola's turn. They are unconscious, so rolling a death save. Alright, this one's done. They are going to try and target Julius. But a 9 will miss Julius. They will then try and target Apollo with a second attack. An 8 will miss Apollo.
Yeah.
Top of the round, so just need to deal with ships real quick. The Variant Empire is down yet another ship. And you lose yet another Lamprey ship. Alright,
Rest in peace, the homies.
Apollo, your turn.
Advantage guy. Bob.
That hits. Okie doke. Doing anything else?
Oh, that's not enough?
Nope.
Fuck. Okay, we go again. Bob.
That hits. Okie doke. Alright, that hits. Okie doke.
How is he not dead? Okay. Whatever. I guess that's my turn.
Cool.
Actually. Oh wait, is it? Keep asking this every time I think. Second win is a bonus. Fuck. Okay. All right.
The one fighting Jericho. Will he defeat Jericho?
No.
It's now or never. Or maybe next round, because, you know, this is the fight that keeps on going. Does a 20 hit you?
It would, but I'm going to use a feature. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to use Arcane Deflection. So
Okay.
I get a +2 to my AC, but I can't. I can only use cantrips until the end of my next turn.
Okie doke.
There you go.
Nice.
Inbeat shield, motherfucker!
And then his second attack. I'm sorry, did you just gloat? Did you just gloat before I took my second attack?
It's my curse!
Oh
My
shit!
curse! And it's a nat 20 as well. This could literally kill me, guys.
Alright, do you want to know how much damage you're getting with this critical hit?
Yeah.
4 damage. He rolled a
Oh.
1 plus
Oh.
1. Literally the lowest fucking damage I could possibly fucking roll.
That
Never
does hurt.
punished!
I don't care who
Never
wins this
punished.
fight, I just want it to end.
Callum is the luckiest son of a bitch.
I am a
Holy
gambling
fuck.
man, Alex.
To be fair, the max he could have done was 22 damage, so he couldn't have one-shotted you with his sword. But still,
Okay. Yeah, it's the bow that would have killed me.
yeah, the bow is not a nice one. Your turn, Jericho.
Never punished.
God, imagine how pissed off I'd be if I was a player and I'd rolled that.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, once again, I'll booming blade this man. Once again, I shall chip away at what little he has left. Pete looks at his half HP. Guess I
Bro.
won't be hit. And you know what, Pete? I think I'll finally do it this time. I will bonus action second wind.
Second wind?
Yeah.
What, to regain 4 HP?
No, because I don't gain
Oh, right,
that
yeah,
back.
no, you're right. You'll go back up to what you were on before. Yeah, you're right.
So put me on 9 HP, baby.
Is it 9 HP or would it be 5 HP? Because you've lost 4.
No, because it doesn't heal max. Remember, my max health now technically is 32
You're right.
until my long rest.
Yeah, you're right.
So I would have 9 out of 32 hit points.
Yep. You are correct. I'm not going to permanently change it,
Yeah, don't do
but
that,
I'm going to do the
but
temporary max hit
mental.
points of 32.
Yeah.
Because I can do that. Cool.
And there we go. I'm back on 9 HP, baby.
And no longer a mummy.
I'm half tempted to just try and snipe that guy.
I mean, when Giuseppe decided to come back here, I was really like, oh, really? You're not going to try and snipe a kill with Giuseppe?
No.
Speaking of sniping kills, Aetheron, it's your turn.
Cool.
Mr. Goddamn Kill Sniper in the house.
Alright, you hit. The guy had 2 hit points left. You kill him.
I will walk over to this guy. I'm going to point my sword at him first and say, look around you. Take a chance. See what lies below at the bottom of the abyss. There's only death for you up here.
Death is not the end. The light of Cesares will shine forever.
Well, alright then.
Did you really just give him the ultimatum of die now or jump off into an abyss?
And then I guess to prove his point,
to
Aetheron then walks back to the guy he killed and just stabs him again because he's still targeting the last one. You don't need to
You
do
know I
it.
once killed a man by pushing him out of a train. While on fire.
Yeah, 17 will hit. Okie doke.
Again.
Oh yeah. Yep, that will hit. And you kill him.
Cool.
Pock pock.
I told you. How much did I move earlier?
Okay. Warwick is down, so death save. Julius, your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna try and attack this guy. I need him out of the way. He's a nuisance.
That'll hit.
Sweet. And I'll Astral Spark that.
Okie doke.
And then... Damn.
Is Astral Spark just a second attack, or is it a stat?
No, Astral Spark is just a +3 to the damage.
Gotcha,
so
thank
it's
you.
12 damage.
Okie doke. And then, yeah, the second attack will indeed miss.
And then Giuseppe will also try and hit.
That's a miss.
Okie doke.
Mr. Flinch is unconscious. Bale's turn. Alright. It's time. He's gonna cast teleport again.
Ruh-roh. I'm in danger.
Topla's turn. Death save.
Yo, Topler, you good? Topler is no longer good.
Top of the round. So more ships destroyed. One of your space galleons is destroyed. Apollo, what are you doing?
Motherfucker. Is there like a javelin or like something I could throw on one of these?
They have bows and arrows and long swords.
I have something to throw.
You have a
Like a
hand
hand
axe.
axe?
Yeah.
Uh,
Take off your
Wait, how-
prosthetic leg and throw that at them. It's technically a
how-
magical item, so it would do magic damage.
that is true. Um. Yeah, I'll throw the hand axe, I guess.
Okay, doke.
Come on! Yes!
Oh.
That is
Hold
shit
on.
damage.
Hold
Oh,
on.
sorry.
You're throwing it, so it'd be a dex attack. So it is with a -2 to that. So it's still going to hit.
Oh.
Just needs to make sure it would still hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oopsie.
Cool. You do 7
Take
points of
some
damage to him.
Fuck! That would have been so sick.
Anything else on your
You
turn?
have to bear with me. I'm gonna
I don't have anything else. I mean, I could second wind, I guess. Just what I'll do. Come on,
I made a
choose
mistake.
me.
What's up, Calum?
I made a mistake. I
Okay.
accidentally hit F5 on my keyboard. Now I'm reloading.
I was done with you.
Yep.
And you've regained 12 hit points, Apollo.
Cool.
Alright. The Astral Elf fighting Jericho's turn. A 19, I believe, will hit Jericho. Do you have any other shenanigans, Calum?
What?
To stop an attack from hitting you?
Yeah, the same feature.
You can do it again, alright.
I could do it infinitely.
And then I'll take a second attack at you, but he'll miss.
Yep.
Your turn.
Well, I'm still loading in, so...
That's unfortunate. Sounds like Jericho starts T-posing. We'll move on
Boy.
to Aetheron's turn. I was kidding, Tommy.
Oh.
Jeez. Why would you think I'd skip someone's turn? It's fucked up. Fucked up of you to think that I would do that to Calum.
I'm bloodthirsty, man.
Hi, bloodthirsty man, I'm Peter.
Did Tommy just become really silent?
No?
Hello, I'm here now. I'm in.
What's going on with Samuel's connection?
I don't know if he's just like pretending I'm not here.
No, I'm not.
You heard
Yes, I'm
that?
Yeah, I mean, I hear everything you say. It's just quiet.
Did you actually turn down his volume?
No. So,
Hey!
Oh.
Oh, baby, that booming blade's about to deal a little bit more damage. Yeah, 12 damage. Yeah, 4 damage.
16 all in all. I normally reserve this for like final bosses in the encounter or big bosses, but how would you like to do this?
Yeah! So, after getting the absolute shit beating out of me and I come back to my original form, I tighten my shield and say I can do this all day. As he looks frustrated with me.
He goes, yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull a fakie on this man and I don't know. Going for a jab, he's gonna try to block it, so I hit him in his goddamn toesies, creating an opening, and then that's when I impale the man in the goddamn stomach.
Alright. He falls over dead.
Yeah. Fuck you. Goddamn.
Good job, man.
Did you want to move at all on your turn, actually, before we move on to Aetheron?
Yes.
I am engaging.
Maybe Jericho will be the one who steal kills. Maybe he was the
Yep,
kill sniper
and I'll-
all along.
Point my trident at this man, blood fresh, and say, "You're next." Real cocky like.
Aetheron, your turn.
Hey. here. I'm gonna heal him for 5 health.
Okie doke.
Sheesh.
He's back up at 5 health.
And then I'm going to hop over to the other ship. Yep,
Okie doke.
that's me.
Warwick will take out his musket. He will aim at Vale.
This gets up anyway, so anyway, I start blasting.
That is a miss.
Dare you?
Second attack. Also a miss. Julius, your turn.
Okay, first I'll walk over here. Can I tell if Topola is stable or not?
That will require a not a treat injury. An insight check or an investigation check, your choice.
Okay.
I do this, that she's fucked.
She does not appear to be breathing.
Does that mean she's dead?
That does mean that she is dead, yes.
Roll a medicine check.
In that case, I will try and snipe this guy.
Okay. That'll hit.
Sweet. And I'll Astral Spark it.
So 11 damage.
Mm-hmm. And then next attack.
Pinky Bella.
Just because it's fitting, let me also target him.
Okay. That will hit as well.
Kill him now. Oh,
Astral Sparking?
I can't.
Oh, okay. That is unfortunate.
I was going to say, he's got like 3 hit points left.
No,
Yeah.
he had 16 hit points left.
oh
Oh.
my god.
Giuseppe's turn.
I mean, he did roll max damage for the last attack, so he couldn't have killed him with the last attack.
No,
guess.
I didn't realize he could only do Astral Spark on one attack. If he
Yeah.
could have done it
Yeah.
on the second attack, he would have killed him. It's also a shame that the priest is dead, because the priest had another heal that he was going to try and get off on this guy, but oh well.
Talking about have the funniest idea. If Giuseppe doesn't manage to somehow.
He
kill
does
him.
get to go before anyone else is going to get to go, unless Giuseppe can do a range attack that I'm unaware of.
That is a good point. He might
So-
just fucking summon a meteor and just move the place.
Don't think he can do that.
But we'll see.
Giuseppe is gonna repair himself.
Oh, very swag.
He regains 15 hit points. Mr. Flinch is stable. Vale's turn. Well, he's got 2 people closing in on him. The first one just taunted him with a bloody trident.
Yep. And looks like he's about to fucking fall over.
But an 8 will miss you.
Yep.
And a 22 will
word
hit
Bill.
you.
Yeah, well, that's why I cast shield.
Alright.
Where is it? It's somewhere. I promise I can cast it. I can cast it, I promised. There you go.
Alright. Top of the turn order. Let's do the ships again. The Zazarian Empire loses another ship. You lose your last Lamprey ship. You've still got other ships in your fleet, but your Lampreys are all down, which were the ships provided to you by... I'll find out in a moment for you. Basically, one of the people from your coalition is completely dead now. The Artux, they're now completely dead.
Oof.
Artux, they're the fucking plant things, right? They're the ones we beat into submission, right?
Yeah, the slimy ones. Those ones.
Yeah. Those are acceptable casualties in my eyes.
They were gonna turn on us at the end, probably anyway.
I was gonna use them for food, but you guys were like, "Oh, that's kind of like fucking."
I mean-
my guy.
You can still use them for food.
Well, the ships are crashing down into the bottom of the
Well-
abyss, but
After we're done with this guy, then
yes, the
Follow
Artux
them.
are the bug creatures that you first met when you met Blastmoth as
Face. Yeah.
well. So, okie Apollo, your turn.
Okay, so I do want to give others a chance to kill this guy, so I want to make it a bit harder on me. I will.
Please don't condescend us like that,
Okay. So,
motherfucker.
These guys wear like long swords, right?
Long swords and bows.
Okay, so start running. Till here. I jump over, make a sick ass roll
Mm-hmm.
when I land. While rolling, pick up a long sword and then throw it like a spear after the guy.
Okay, that will be with disadvantage because it's a weapon
Sure.
that can't be thrown.
Sure.
Well, can be thrown, but like isn't designed for it.
Absolutely.
And I'll say it's unwieldy enough that if you do get a nat 1, Jericho is in the flight path of it. Like,
Okay,
he's not really,
sure.
but the sword is like such an unthrowable weapon that like,
Okay.
it could hit him.
Okay. Do I just roll with my Cloud Glove? I think the roll itself would be the same kind of. Like the stats would be the same. I have to deal. I just have to hit. He has 1 health.
Okay.
So my Cloud Glove should be the same.
So you should be
Who
okay by
knows?
now.
Maybe Samu is actually Geralt.
Or maybe he's both Graston Valentine and Roland Havelock when they threw weapons to Dralosaurus. Embedding
Okay.
both of his
That's what we're
shoulders
talking
with
about.
melee weapons.
So I roll with disadvantage then. My
Mhm.
glove thingies. Come on!
Doesn't hit Jericho, but it also doesn't hit Vale. Kind of scatters along the ground here.
I can throw a second one.
You could throw a second one, yeah. There's 3 corpses there. This one he blocks with his bow. Well, not his bow. He does have a bow out. Yeah, he blocks it with his bow, just like scatters it to the side.
Well, Jericho. The stage is yours.
All right,
I tried it.
Jericho, your turn.
Oh, I want to do something so fucking dumb.
You got to do it now.
Oh, I want to charge him so bad to try and push him off the edge.
He might have loot.
Yeah, don't do that.
But
Might have a whoosh ring.
Listen to your heart. Da, 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 da,
He wants us
da,
to lose
da,
loot. Don't do it.
da.
There's the power word bill ring.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna overkill by a lot. As I run up to him,
He cast disintegration.
hand out. Insert funny catchphrase here and cast Burning Hands. As I directly fucking burn this motherfucker.
I mean,
Smells
I'll
like
do the
flaming
saving
hot
throw,
Cheetos in
but it's
here.
not going to make any difference.
I know.
He passed the saving throw, so he takes
Listen,
half damage. I mean, if
it's
you roll a
direct
1
damage.
somehow...
It's direct damage, alright? I'll take it.
Excuse me one moment. As he burns
You
and
motherfucker!
he
No!
he Denna falls off the edge.
I fucking hate you, Pete.
I mean, you set him on fire. He started writhing in pain and fell over the
How
railing.
could he keep moving? He had 1 hit point. Death would have been instantaneous, goddammit.
Well,
Alright.
Fucking
I mean, to be fair, he didn't have any cool loot. He had his, he had half plate, a long sword, and a longbow.
damn. No, it's fine.
Alright.
I take a second, put my hand to my head and go, man, I need to take this out. As the arrow is still in my eye.
It is indeed.
Bless you.
Thank you. Bear with me 1 second. I'm going to do some stuff. real
Bearing
quick.
with.
You have successfully defeated the command ship of the Astral Elf forces. We are still in combat for the moment, but I'm just removing everyone who is dead. Jericho, were you going to do anything else on your turn?
No, not really.
Okie doke. Then, Aetheron, it's your turn. What do you want to do? If anything.
I'll walk up to Apollo, put my hand on his shoulder and say, Eudalus smiles upon us this day. And then I'll heal him.
You need to actually walk up to him as well.
For 5 HP.
I'll take a satisfied sigh as we stand blood.
Alright. Well, today is a good day, but the fight's not over yet, says Warwick, looking over to Julius. Your turn, Julius.
I'd like to loot Topola.
Alright.
Wait, she is dead?
Yeah, she's dead.
What time?
She got 3 fails and 2 successes, but you guys didn't get to her in time, so... Alright.
Julius. Oh no, anyway.
Here you go.
It's not exactly an oh no anyway moment. It's more of we're in a war and we're all low on health and maybe she has shit that's useful.
I'm showing you her inventory.
Where?
No,
I
that's
don't
fine.
see it.
Should be visible to you guys.
Is it just nothing?
No, there should be a box showing up on your screen right now. But if not, then I
Wait,
guess
for
this...
every one of us?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Okay, I guess the module's broken. That's fine, I'll just convert her back into a count sheet. She has a dagger.
Ah. Okay.
She's a spellcaster, so...
She naked?
Well, she's wearing robes, if you want to loot her clothing.
Damn.
You taking the dagger?
Nah.
Okay. Doing anything else in your turn? You can move if you want to, but your action was looting, so...
Yeah. I'll move up to this guy.
Okay. Do you want Giuseppe to do anything?
Nah, you can just stay by Mr. Flinch.
Okay, Mr. Flinch is unconscious still, but he is stable. Okie doke. Top of the round, I'm going to do the ships real quick. While I'm doing that, can I get you all to give me a perception check?
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about you boys, but the numbers ain't looking too good.
I roll like ass today, man.
So does Julius, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho, though, you, well, Aetheron and Jericho are both going to succeed the main bit of the perception, but Jericho, with a 20, I'm also going to give you a little bit of extra information. Looking around, the Sundered Empire appears to still have 20 ships. You have 1 space galleon left, 4 wasp ships, the Last Breath, which is the vampire ship commanded by Admiral Gargan, and your ship. So you are down to 7 ships versus the 20. While you're looking around, you then notice something else, and shortly afterwards, Aetheron notices it too. Flying from the Citadel are 7 dragons with multicolored scales and gaseous wings. Their mouths agape like hungry serpents. While they split up across the battlefield, 2 of them start heading towards your ship. At this point, they're about 1,000 feet away. What would you like to do? They're going to be added to the turn order in just a moment, and we'll continue with your current initiatives.
Oh boy.
Well, Apollo doesn't see them, right?
You have not noticed them yet, but obviously if Aetheron or Jericho want to announce it, then they can. As a free action.
Alright, boys, prepare for round 2. We got incoming.
Extra crispy.
Alright, that's
well-
the information you have, Apollo, is incoming and extra crispy. Or
Well-
you know you're getting a KFC delivered to the battlefield.
I wanted a reason to be a good loot goblin. I don't have one anymore. I don't give a shit. I'll loot this kid.
Alright. That astral elf has a longsword and wears half plate.
A what?
He has a longsword and he wears half plate.
Oh, half plate. Okay, never mind. All right. Well, I will make my way. Oh, wait, is looting an action?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use my last 6 feet to walk towards the ballista.
Okie doke. Right, yeah, one of them will move on its turn, continuing to get closer. Again, they are about 1,000 feet away at the moment, so where they are on the map is not accurate, but I didn't want to map that big. But the speed is 60, so they can move 120 feet in, so they're now less than 900 feet away. We'll mark that by doing that. And that. Cool. Jericho, your turn.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
I will move towards Aetheron. Yeah, that is their direction. Okay. I mean, I don't know what the boys are going to do. I think this is a pretty good position, so I'll just sort of stay here for the moment. I will, though, cast... I'll cast another Toll of the Dead on myself. Nope, that's the wrong spell. I just immediately realised that's the wrong spell.
Give yourself a spell slot back. Oh, it's a cantrip, never mind.
Yep. But I will cast False Life.
Alright.
Give myself 17 10 hit points.
Yep.
Sorry, that might fuck with your max HP, but...
No, it doesn't affect the max HP. I can adjust the temporary max hit points and your temporary hit points separately.
Right. So yeah, that'll give me 17 10 max. Temp hit points. That's the word. Now we went to...
Alright. Doing anything else in your turn?
No.
Aetheron, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pop back to the other ship.
Okay.
Start running to the ballista.
Okie doke.
That's me.
Warwick's turn. Dragons! Dragons incoming! Does anyone know how to fly this thing? He says, brandishing his musket as if he's going to take the dragons on by himself. Julius, your turn.
Yeah, we are kind of fucked there, aren't we? Shit.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, whoops. I'll loot this guy.
Okie doke. He has a morning star and a chain shirt.
Okay, these guys
Okay.
suck.
And then I'm gonna go over to this one.
Okay, that'll be your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Giuseppe, doing anything?
Nah, who's still where he is?
Mr. Flinch is unconscious but stable. The solar dragon will continue flying. Top of the turn order. You lose another ship. They lose another ship. You're out of space galleons. You're down to just your wasp ships and the last breath and you. These space galleons were provided to you by the Haduzis, so you've also lost the Haduzis, you've just got the Sarans left. Apollo, what are you doing?
I sprint. Bop. Yep,
Okay.
that's it.
This solar dragon will all out move. That is about 200 feet.
But can I also all out move?
If you can do it in a straight line. It's triple movement or straight line.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll reach the next round anyway.
Jericho, what are you doing?
I'll fucking hobble along back to our ship.
You're not looking too good, Captain, says Warwick as you pass him.
Yeah, I'm honestly not feeling the best.
What plan you have for these dragons?
Well, we're kind of dead in the water here, so we have to fight.
That's not a good plan.
Well, it's either that or hold them off for an hour before someone can attune to the Spelljammer helm and fly us out of here.
There has to be another way. The gods wouldn't condemn us to death here. Aetheron, your turn.
Pete, can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
And I'd like to use it on the ring that I've attuned to, if it's doing anything wacky.
It is not doing anything wacky. You can roll an insight as well if you want, though.
Sure.
You remember distinctly the princess summoning a solar dragon and then dropping the ring. Aetheron, you've reached the ballista. Did you double move there? Or single move?
Yes.
Okay, so you've gotten to the ballista. Alright, Rorik continues to aim his musket at the first of the solar dragons, preparing himself to shoot it when it gets within range, because he ain't got any other plan, and apparently his captain ain't got any other plan, so... Dying, last stand here. X-Men, last stand to be precise. Julius, your turn. Are you last standing, or are you more of an Origins Wolverine sort of?
Last
Or a Dark
standing.
Phoenix?
No,
No.
no, never.
Yeah, to be fair, I feel like Last Stand actually has like a fair amount of redeeming qualities, especially compared to the other X-Men films that exist in that franchise.
I think anything really before Apocalypse is decent. Like, even the worst X-Men films, I feel like, were better than anything Apocalypse up.
Didn't Logan come out after Apocalypse?
Well, I don't count Logan.
Fair. Okay. But yeah, no, I'd agree with that. I'd say that Last Stand and X-Men Origins Wolverine definitely have a lot of flaws, but they've also got quite a lot of decent stuff in them. Although X-Men Origins Wolverine is definitely worse than Last Stand in my book, because it's a bit bit overly campy, and not in a good Sam Raimi way. Anyways, what are you doing?
Can I take his half plate?
Yes, it will be a full round to doff it, and then a full, I think it's more than a round to don it, but yeah, you can spend a full round taking it from him, basically, and then putting it in your inventory.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Alright, so half plate is in your inventory, but it's not equipped.
Okay, cool.
Sick.
Giuseppe will heal himself again, seeing as he's not doing anything.
But how much armor does half plate do?
How much armor does what do?
Does half plate give?
15 plus dex.
Why I no have?
Because you don't have. You literally looted the same guy that Julius just looted and went, nah, he can have it.
Yeah, I didn't know how.
Bro, I'm trying to get my AC up to 21.
Brother, I'm at 16, man. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Flinch is unconscious. This solar dragon is going to all that move.
I'm pretty sure if you purchased a new magic leg and it freed up another infusion for me, I might be able to infuse the armor as well, so I might be able to go up to a solid 22.
Yeah, I'll buy a magic leg somewhere, man. Maybe after we conquered this place. Did Aetheron already aim?
No, he'd only just gotten to the ship, so...
Okay, well, then I'll aim. Are they in range? Would they be in range already if I could shoot, I guess?
Let me check. It's a good question. First of all, I need to find the stats for your ship again. Because it's been a minute.
Understandable.
Living ship, that's the one. Its furthest range is 480 feet, which would be at disadvantage, but beyond that you can't even hit, so they're not in range yet.
Okay.
They will be in range in 2 turns, but as I say, with disadvantage at that point.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll just aim them, I guess.
Okie doke. This one will continue moving in. So it is just out of range at this point, because it's at 500 feet. Jericho, your turn.
Okay. I'd like to try and fuck with the ring.
Okay.
Or try to make a dragon come out of here.
Huh?
Okay.
I don't know what kind of roll I need to do that.
Arcana.
Okay, boss.
You don't get the sense the ring is capable of summoning a dragon itself. That might be a
Maybe-
unique skill to the princess and the prince, but maybe something else along that track. Doing anything else in your turn?
No.
Alright, Aetheron, your turn.
Is it loaded?
It is loaded, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna aim.
It's already aimed.
Cool. Well, what one's it aimed at?
I don't actually know which one you've aimed at. Is it the first dragon or the second dragon?
I mean,
Apollo,
I
not
haven't
the one who aimed.
personally picked.
Are they both
They're both at the same
the
distance.
closest one, I guess.
So this one will get within range first. So
Then that, I guess, sure.
okay.
It's not in range yet, then.
No.
Okay. Well, I will make a ready action to fire when it is,
Okie doke.
if I can, with ballistas.
Yeah, you can. Warwick is continuing to ready his action. Julius, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Don't know. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. What am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know! Okay, well, I imagine Mr. Flinch probably should be up for this. So, give him a little bit of this.
He's
Did we win?
alive!
Are we alive?
For the moment, there are dragons approaching.
Ah, flimmy flam. No vampires touched me while I was down, did they?
No.
He then looks around and sees Topola. Is she,
She's gone.
frickety frack. Breaking my mother's back.
I'll offer him a hand up.
He will accept it. We have no spelljammer then.
Nope.
Fiddlesticks. What's Giuseppe doing?
Giuseppe will just hop on my shoulder.
I was really hoping you were going to rend Mr. Flinch.
Stop saying things like fiddlesticks, Giuseppe. Kill him.
Captain! Do we need to get this ship underway?
As you know someone that's attuned to that spelljamming helm already?
Wait, can't the
I have an idea.
tree...
Starbow! He says, running up the stairs. We need you to move the ship for us. I do not care for the troubles of mortals. Anyone able to help me convince this tree?
If you don't move, you'll die the same way as us.
Trees are very flammable.
Okay. I suppose I can help. The ship very slowly starts turning away from the ship that it was rammed into. Apollo, your turn. It's not quite in range yet, but it will be immediately after your turn, because it goes immediately after you.
Well, in that case, I will ready my action to blast the first one that is
Roger, roger.
in range.
Oh, I forgot to do ships real quick. Let me do that. You're down to 2 Wasp ships, so 4 ships in total. They're down to 17.
Oof.
Alright, this dragon is going to come within range. So you can roll that attack then, Apollo, but with disadvantage.
Sure. What roll would that be?
It's a range attack, so any range weapon you have. If not, it's dexterity plus your proficiency.
So that would be. So I just roll a d20 then. I don't have a range weapon.
Good luck.
Plus. Where's my proficiency?
It should be at the top
3.
right.
That means plus 6 in total.
9.
Oh wait, get disadvantage. I mean, it won't hit anyway.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, you can re-roll to see if there's that one.
Sure, yeah. There, I don't even add the bonus to just see.
Yeah, it goes wide.
Okay.
Jericho, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna keep trying to fucking work this. I don't know, maybe I can use the ring to control the dragons. How about that? Let's think about that.
You get the sense you're definitely on the right track, but they don't see you yet, so it might be that they're still flying towards you, basically, as you reach your hand up into the air or whatever.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep working on that theory as they
Okay.
get closer.
Yep. Aetheron, you fired your first shot, so the ballista is currently unaimed.
Dramatic effect, I will head to the front of the ship.
Okay. Aetheron, the ballista is currently unloaded and unaimed. Because you fired last during Apollo's turn, so would you like to reload it?
I would.
Okie doke. Rock is kneeling down now, ready to ready his shot. Julius, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna start sniping at it.
Okay, it's probably out of range for you at this moment, but I'll double check. Should say on your pistol what the range is. 30 to 90. So yeah, it's completely out of your range, so you can't hit it. But there's no harm in you trying, because I guess, you know, if that's what your character wants to do, you can take pot shots that you just will not hit until it's at least within 90 feet.
What if I roll nat 20?
At this range, it's still too far. Like, I'll say maybe within 100 feet. I'll allow it. Give you a little bit of wiggle room, but
Well, I just won't bother then.
okay.
Do you have another heat metal?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't really do anything. I'll just double move, I guess, to be able to help out on the ballista next turn.
Okie doke. Giuseppe on your shoulder.
Yep.
But you go, come on, faster, faster, like your life depends on it. It is not in a tree's way to act with haste. This one moves in a little bit further. So it would now be in range as well, but it's not the one you're aiming at. Apollo, would you like to aim?
I would very much like to do that, yes.
Okay.
Damn.
I also forgot about the ships. So, just as you start to aim at the dragon again, one more of your wasp ships explodes. It's now just you, the Last Breath, the vampire ship, and one more wasp ship. As both dragons start to bear down on you, this dragon, the one that's slightly further behind, suddenly turns its head, noticing something, and would you like to roll me a perception check?
Sure.
Nice nat one, Jericho. You're a bit preoccupied.
Yeah.
I got it all figured out.
Apollo, you're busy trying to aim. Julius, you've noticed the thing, but what about Aetheron? Will Aetheron notice the thing? Will Aetheron notice the thing?
The thing?
Roll a fucking perception, Tommy.
Oh, I didn't hear anyone for a minute there.
As if you didn't perceive it.
Alright. You know, I'll give it to Apollo as well, if it's 13. Julius, you're the first to notice it. You see a ship going at, like, top speed, aiming directly at this solar dragon. It's not a ship from your fleet, but it's not an astral elf ship either. You don't recognize it, though.
Oh, I was gonna say it was goddamn.
Apollo and Aetheron, though, you also see the ship, but with your shitty rolls, you don't recognize it either. You just see a ship.
Okay.
And it crashes into this dragon. This dragon is now preoccupied fighting another ship and is going to be taken off the turn order, giving you just one to deal with. Apollo, would you... you'd already aimed because it was your turn before, and I forgot to do all that stuff. So the dragon will continue charging in. It's now within 100 feet. Jericho, your turn.
Alright then, baby, let's try it again.
What a fucking Avengers Assemble moment, man.
I don't have it this time.
Bro, what the fuck's that?
It's a second one in a row.
There's a fire next to you, like on the ship, as you can see, and you start to notice it starting to catch your trouser leg on fire. And even though you're a fire genasi and thus immune to fire or resistant to fire damage, it still panics you for a moment, and you it's like Severus Snape in the first Harry Potter film. You're like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, and you stop paying attention to trying to use your ring. Aetheron, would you like to fire?
I would.
No longer with disadvantage.
No.
So just a normal range attack.
It's just a dex roll, isn't it?
It's dex plus your proficiency.
Which is +3, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, +3 to this.
Alright, it misses.
Oh boy.
God damn. Bro, you're a dexterous motherfucker.
Let's just check the range of a musket, because Warwick might be able to take a shot now. Warwick can indeed take a shot. Warwick is going to take 2 shots with his musket at the dragon. He's been waiting. A 9 will miss. And a 13 will also miss. Julius, your turn. It is within range if you'd like to shoot at it, but alternatively, you're at the ballista now. You can help reload it.
Yeah, I'll reload it.
Okay. Seppi's on your shoulder. Mr. Flinch is still continuing to try and encourage Starbow to actually fucking move it. Top of the turn order. Perception checks again, please.
That's better.
I am reloading.
Yep, you are busy. Nice, Jericho.
Damn.
On the roll that matters.
Yeah.
Alright, Apollo, Jericho, and Aetheron, you finally notice as the dragon gives out the other dragon gives out a death scream, having been killed by some unseen assailant. You finally look over at the ship properly, and you recognize it as
Oh, it's gonna be the woman.
the not Lucent Edict, sorry, the Moon Dancer, the ship of Elena Sartell and Flapjack the Flump.
Yeah,
It's
baby!
just
Flapjack
about-
is back!
It's just about within range that you hear, just over the wind, Flapjack the Flump.
Whoa! Let's go, baby!
And it means that the other ships of the Astral Empire are starting to pay attention to this other ship that's just fucking speared, basically just rammed a solar dragon and killed it on the front of the ship. They're like, oh, we should probably deal with that. So, luckily, you don't lose any ships this round. Apollo, what are you doing? The gun is reloaded, but it's not aimed.
I will aim. Yes.
Okay, Solar Dragon is going to move 60 feet. Jericho, your turn.
Alright, baby. Come on, let's put that goddamn brain to good use. Let them fucking fort juices flow.
Okay.
Guess
What
not.
are you actually doing with the ring at this point?
Like, I don't know, I'm fucking put it out there for
buttons.
the fucking dragon to see. I'm fucking rubbing it. I'm trying
Alright.
to do something to connect with this goddamn dragon.
As it comes hurtling in towards you, clearly about to just like try and breathe its solar energy directly onto you, Jericho, because you're the one at the front of the ship. It stops for a moment, flapping its wings, and tilts its head like a puppy confused by a weird sound. It continues to flap its wings, looking at you, and then
Yeah, I think I got it to work.
it turns around and goes back towards the Citadel, leaving you be.
Oh, oh god.
Visible confusion.
Oh.
Well, that was unexpected, says Blastmoth.
Well, I knew it was gonna happen. so I then fall back onto the goddamn deck.
He will run over to the front of the ship. Looks like we've got a pretty clear shot to the Citadel. If the others can keep the others occupied, we can get down to the main deck.
Well,
But if we leave now, they'll likely die. See only 3 options, Captain. Continue fighting and hope we can take them. Surrender, or make a break to the Citadel and sacrifice the rest of our fleet.
damn, would sure suck to be the captain at this point.
You can confirm with your team if you want to.
What do you want to do, boys? Unless you think we can win a, was it, fucking 17 to 4
It's now
ship battle.
14v4.
Yeah, 14v4 ship battle.
I start tying my shoelaces and act like I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I say we abandon them to die.
Does Apollo have shoelaces? I imagine it's like
Man,
they are. They're
I
underneath
don't
the
know.
plate.
Then I act like I have shoelaces.
I don't want to do that to Flapjack, though, man.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about anyone but Flapjack and I, man. But I'm not the captain. I'm fine with it.
Oh, man.
Whatever. Damn, and add the Sea of Thieves music.
I take it. I say I take it. It's probably going to be 100% mortality rate if we just leave them and rush the.
I'm not going to tell you mechanically, but the way
No,
Warwick,
I know.
the
I know.
way Warwick
I'm,
put it, it's if we leave them, they're going to
it's
die.
a very high chance that none of them are going to survive.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think we're just gonna die with them.
Yeah, it's we either die with them, surrender, which I'm not gonna fucking do. I don't care. You guys can surrender. I'm not.
Surrendering sounds like a quick way to get to the
Death part.
kingdom or the death part.
Yeah,
I
after
mean,
all
fuck
this,
it,
we
boys.
just
Ramming speed. We're gonna ram straight into that goddamn prince's goddamn fucking area.
So you're making a break for the Citadel.
Yeah.
gonna ram into the princess's what?
All right.
That's alright with you boys.
So you just to confirm, everyone's happy with this?
Yep.
Happy isn't the word, but yeah.
You're
What
condoning
you gonna
it.
do, Tom?
Yes.
No, I'm sad for the loss of our dear friend,
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, only Flapjack.
but I don't see any other option.
Then you say, right, make a break for the Citadel, or whatever you say. What do you say, Jericho?
Well,
Fuck the homies.
Fuck on the homies.
no, I'm gonna stand up. What's the fucking tree's name?
Starbo.
Starbo. Your captain commands it.
Commands what?
Fly us to that goddamn city as quick as you can.
Very well. And it very gradually starts to speed up. Like, it eventually does get to a fairly fast speed, but we're talking like 0 to 60 in 40 seconds sort of acceleration rate. It's just like,
Well, it's better than waiting like an hour to attune for the goddamn spell during Helm.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the floor tuning to that shit.
Not even an hour, it's like a long rest or something, right?
I can't remember. But the Imperial Citadel looms large, its crystal spires reflecting the light of Zaris. It is here, in the heart of the Zazarian Empire, that your group, and your group alone, will decide the fate of the Sundered Empire.
Oh, baby. Also, before the inevitable cliffhanger,
That's the cliffhanger.
god damn it. Cool.
What did you want to do before the cliffhanger?
I'd like something other than 9 hit points. That's alright.
You'll have to
There are someone to heal.
deal with that next session, mate. Maybe
Yeah.
you'll have time for a short rest, maybe you won't.
That's what I was thinking about constantly. Like, please let us be able to take a short rest, man. Please.
We'll let you panic for a week, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Pog.
But, let's do XP.
Hey.
It's always like Christmas.
Aren't you boys glad that I figured out I could use the ring to stop that train?
Well, I'm glad you figured out to do something with it.
What do you mean?
If she just dropped something and you picked it up and just didn't tell the rest of the party and then did nothing with it,
What?
would have been
I'm
a
sorry.
bit useless.
Mutiny.
I mean, technically,
Fucking-
still no one knows that you have the ring, because all they
Yeah.
saw was you reach your hand up doing like a power pose, and then the dragon go, huh, and then leave.
Can I have to share everything with you motherfuckers?
Yeah, Captain.
Last
has
time I
his
shared with
secrets.
you that I had like 20 gold on me, fucking you stole it.
And I'll do it again.
So why are you so surprised I wouldn't tell you about a fucking ring I found?
I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that you were like, oh, I'm glad. I bet you guys are glad that I figured out how to use the ring. I'm just saying I'm glad that you actually decided to do something with it. Because you may well have just forgotten or just not bothered with it because you didn't know what it did.
So what you're really saying is you're glad that PB dropped a hint.
Yes, basically.
What do you mean? What hint did you drop?
The insight check that allowed you to remember that the princess used the ring before summoning the astral elf. That one.
I would have got around to it. I was trying to figure out if shit was going on with it. So
All right, you all gain 2,000 experience points.
oh baby,
Wait, how much?
2,028 to be precise.
2028.
What are we on, Samo?
I
The
wouldn't ask him.
pens.
That's different, I know, yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's 17,431.
I think you're on the same amount as me, Tom.
Mhm.
So for us, it is 17,281.
Nice.
That lines up because Jericho has 50 more than you two, which makes sense because he also finished a thing.
Cool.
I don't know if it's the finale next week. It might be the finale next week, but there's 2 chapters left in the book, so that might mean 2 more sessions or 1 more session.
I would say it very much depends on whether we have a rest, because if we don't, then we're probably going to go and meet the Emperor and then just all die immediately.
die.
But that is all for Sundered Empire tonight and this week. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed playing. Thank you for playing. Good job not dying. Got a bit dicey there. Pun intended, but yeah. You did
Very
good.
Yeah.
swaggerous pug.
I always have fun getting natural 20'd, like the first goddamn game. Like, I would like to point out that was 2 nat 20s that session.
Yep.
And
one of them
I-
did 4 damage to you.
that is true, but I need to go back in this session, like in these sessions, back on the recordings, and see how many times my character has been nat 20'd. Because it's up there.
Also, if people are going to go back and watch the previous episodes, then Tommy should watch the 2 that he wasn't part of to see the various impressions of Aetheron whenever Aetheron needed to talk.
Oh no, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
Just every now and again he
It
piped
wasn't
up.
just dial-up noises. Oh
No,
no.
it wasn't just dial-up noises.
That was just Pete doing a Scottish accent.
Yeah, and saying the sorts of things I'd think that Aetheron would say. Mostly incredibly stupid things.
What are we talking about?
Alright, but yeah, thank you everyone for playing. Hopefully we'll see you all next week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Oh boy. I almost forgot that I needed to click stop streaming. Bye bye.